Probably stuffing himself with the hams from the racetrack that Torin now owns.
The gravy and biscuits. Alrighty. Everybody's in stream, everybody's in Roll20. Last we left off, Wondrous Company had made their way to Lafayette, where they met the very pleasant and very welcoming Miss Emmeline Harper, who seems to have made some agreements with your, in quotations, boss, Wild Bill Donovan, to kind of be the go-to entity for any visitation or assistance or aid that Wondrous Company should need while in the Confederate territories. Having arrived at Lafayette, the party had a rousing, fun time where, upon some questioning to figure out potential leads, both of a commie sort of lawyering aspect and also from a churchly and clerical aspect, they realized they got a few different paths that they could take to remedy or possibly improve Hachu's situation. However, with that investigated, they realized that the church, for offering that information, had requested their aid with, there's various reasons they're a little more ostracized by the greater church, and turns out partially because a lot of their funding for the various donations and various outreach programs that they build and make in churches and chapels and food kitchens tends to come from gambling, wouldn't you know? And having entered a rather good horse into a Lafayette horse race, their jockey had been injured, and the ever-gracious Father Peter Troikov offered and agreed to enter this race. Ran into some familiar faces, ran into some familiar people, and through odd circumstance, not only won, but won a lot, thanks to a chance bet that Torin made. Through odd circumstance, Peter gained a permanent mount and horse. Torin gained 49% ownership of the Lafayette horse track and future equine-related business deals. And you guys made some pretty good cash for other people involved. After that encounter, you guys were able to hop back in your car, rummage back together, where the understanding that your horse would be staying there for right now, and you guys would all be making a nice drive back to the estate of Miss Harper. On the way there, I believe you guys stated you wanted to stop by the church. So what we'll do is we'll have you guys swing by the estate, and then from the estate you'll be able to depart back for the church to fully catch them up and brief them up for any other final questions you guys got before you decide to depart wherever it is you want to go. Which I believe was towards the Everglades. So let me shift the music on over here to something a little casual, and let's see, where is... There we go. Yeah. Pick up with you guys driving along. Alexander is still kind of in like the boot of the car, reading, so he's kind of just bookworming it up as the rest of you find yourselves sitting in the back. Kind of cozy, kind of bumpy, making your way down the dirt road. Winding down a couple paths as you've got a little time before you arrive back at Miss Harper's Lafayette estate.
Torin is, I assume, probably quite silent as he drafts a letter to explain to, God damn, why am I forgetting the name?
Ambrose?
Yeah.
Ambrose?
Thank you. Explaining to Ambrose the situation, and note to DM, because he feels a little bit bad, is going to set aside the original value of 500 that he bet for Meredith as an apology for sabotaging her race.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, subtract 500. And as you're writing that letter, once you get to the estate, you'll probably be able to have that sent out by courier.
and now it's only $23,000.
Oh no, whatever will we do?
Oh.
I hope you realize you're going to be paying for everything now, right?
What?
You're going to be taking care of our expenses from now on.
I'm not personally keeping any of that. That's all going into the museum's affairs.
Good argument, I suppose.
I suppose. At least do me a favor and donate a little bit to the Orthodox Church. I did win it for you, after all.
They bid the same amount I did twice.
No, that was the Catholics.
Oh. Hey, I'll jot a note down for that.
You're not going to have to pay the Confederate taxman on this, are you?
No, I don't want to.
I don't believe any of you would be familiar with Confederate tax law at the time, aside from Leroy.
Nope.
So that'll be a later question and discussion.
What does our driver have to say about that? I have a feeling he may have won and lost some money on horse racing before.
Kind of looks back over his shoulder. I do not gamble. I have a fairly stable income with this job.
Do you have any idea how taxes work here?
You see him think for a couple moments. Kind of looks back over his shoulder again as he's driving. Admittedly, our accountant handles most all of that. If I was to say, you might consider most of our funds under the table. I believe my employer doesn't always agree with government practice. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I guess it'll be a surprise for later then.
Depends on how well it's documented, I suppose. We'll see. Either way, it's being money's being put away, likely reinvested in other locations. We've been needing more overhead for a while, from what I understand. So
Maybe it's actually considered a loss because you now own the part of the racetrack.
That could be.
I'll have to read up on it later. There's a lot that, again, I wasn't planning for this at all. So, yeah.
As you guys are driving along, we'll do a little scene transition here. Having spent a good 12 hours in the brig, kind of isolated. They didn't happen to drop you any meals. They didn't happen to really bother you or pester you or talk with you. And it almost kind of seems like, without actually forgetting, they may have semi-forgot. And it seems like a somewhat hurried lieutenant eventually made his way to your little cell, Leroy, and informed you, sort of questioningly, why aren't you with Wondrous Company? Aren't you part of them? To which I'm sure you would have explained something to the extent of, yes. And he would have asked, why aren't you with them?
We got time until Hachi gets here. You guys
pulled a
can get
gun
out.
while getting the shit beaten out of me by a crazed dinosaur, pint-sized dinosaur.
Well, I don't believe that's the official report, although I'm wondering why you're still here. I'm gonna talk with the captain, and we're gonna see about getting you where you're supposed to be, because I think you're only supposed to be here for a short while. I will be right back. And he'll turn and scuttle off, and you'll spend like another 30-40 minutes in before he comes walking back with what looks like 2 sergeants, maybe 2 corporals, come walking by. Quickly open the lock on the cage, step to either side with rifles slung, and the lieutenant has your belt and your pistol and your cane, and kind of holds it out for you to step out of the jail cell. I do apologize for that. It seems we placed you there, and well, you weren't supposed to be there as long, but seeing as, well, Wondrous Company didn't really bring up any additional charges and no paperwork was filed, I do apologize. Is there anywhere you would like us to get you to?
Close enough so I can club that little shit over the head, but for the sake of getting out of this cell, just put me back on the mission.
I do need to recommend no more hostilities between you and the others, especially exchanging firearms within the base. Could lead to.
Hey, look. All I did was speak my mind. I spoke my mind, and I got fucking mauled for it.
You spoke your
So if
mind
anything-
by discharging a firearm, sir.
That was after I was getting my face pushed in. Look, I was fearing for my life. I defended myself in my country. You know, that's a God-given right.
Very well. He kind of holds the pistol and belt out to you to put it back on, and eventually hands the cane to you nicely. Kind of steps to the side. They will show you to one of the cars, and we'll get you caught up to the last estimated destination of your compatriots.
I am twitching my mustache in indignation.
Eventually, they'll be able to get you to your equipment and all your full kit, get you on a nice little chartered flight, and to your understanding, they're flying you pretty much red line straight towards Lafayette. And it's a pretty decent flight. It's actually more, well, it's not as comfy as your guys' plane, unfortunately, but it's comfy enough. No onboard drinks, no bar, no onboard like latrine or anything of that sort, unfortunately. But you eventually start touching down. It's late at night, maybe midnight, almost 1 in the morning. Plane comes touching down on a very dimly lit dirt airstrip, right in the middle of what looks like swamp and bayou and large just clumps of trees, and a nice little tucked away estate. Little is a bit of a understatement. As the plane touches down, sinks in the mud a little bit, and the privately hired crew opens up the door for you. One of them steps down the steps and kind of steps off to the side, looking up and waiting for you to disembark. We've arrived in Lafayette, sir. Is there anything else we can get for you?
Yeah, get me some, you know what? Never mind. I'm at this point, I'm just not going to incriminate myself any further. Thank you for the ride, and God bless white America.
He kind of looks side to side like, okay. As you step off, we'll climb onto the plane, pull the flap back up, and it will start taxiing around and getting ready to take off again. As you're greeted by a couple trots and some muddy hoof steps into the dirt. And there's 2 horses standing beside you. One is got a mount on top. The other one is a empty saddle. Give me a perception roll, Leroy.
Uh-oh. Where is my... Did I accidentally close it?
No.
I accidentally closed it. Damn it. I don't even remember closing it.
What is part of like 5 different tabs, and you go to close one, you're like, no.
I've actually got like 40 tabs open at the moment.
Oh god, you're one of those.
Jesus.
Then again, I also got like 30 right now, but half of them are music tracks and stuff.
So
A couple weeks ago, I had it up as high as 60.
I hate you.
Oh my
and your
god.
kind.
That name keeps going in one ear and out the other. Fucking writing it down. God damn it.
Ambrose?
Ambrose.
Yes, I'm writing it down.
You didn't write it
Can we
down
spell it for
prior?
I'm going off of memory for most stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. You should start writing stuff down. It's important.
I am. I'm slowly doing that.
Hell yeah.
Ambrose.
But yeah, I know how to spell it. I just kept forgetting it. Every now and then I'll just encounter a name that refuses to cement itself in my sight.
Yep, I've got 35 tabs open exactly.
Good lord.
Oh my god.
Madman.
I hate you.
There's music, there's Etsy, there's Plots Modeler for Minecraft, Amazon books that I need to buy. Food recipes,
Goodness.
Lowe's.
That's what bookmarks are for, man.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you and your bookmarks. Okay.
Let's
Speaking of
perceive
bookmarks,
how
for
many
some
bookmarks
reason-
I
you got.
try to utilize them and I tend to forget. That's my problem.
Speaking
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of bookmarks, for whatever reason, one of the 3 things I have bookmarked on here is Amtrak travel planning.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! I opened my third eye. God
Oh, that 20. Okay. Well, you're versed in the financial and mercantile and trade world. You at least have seen enough pictures or know of certain people and what to expect and who and what they are. Despite having never actually met her directly, you can recognize instantly, and I will do a quick copy-paste here just for the sake of it. In-game images sitting on horseback, you recognize the very prominent Confederate name of Miss Emmeline Harper, the Confederate ambassador to Spain and the National Treasurer General of the Confederate States, who seems pretty pleasant on sitting on the back of her horse and just kind of giving a nice little smile to you and leans in a little, her gloves kind of clutching the front of the saddle. Well, if it isn't Miss Leroy Copeland. Blessing my estate, are you?
That's Mr. Leroy Copeland, I'll have you know. And it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, ma'am. I've always wanted to kiss the hand of the mighty, what's her face?
Emmeline Harper.
The lovely Miss Harper. Yes, I would love to press lips to the back of your beautiful white hand. Yes, ma'am.
You flatter me far too much, but I do appreciate it. Miss Dontrell has spoken pretty highly of you, and I was admittedly looking forward to meeting you eventually.
I was delayed. My team has gotten here ahead of me, and I'm just on my way to meet up with them. And,
Oh, no worries. They'll be coming back this way. It seems they've may have made a bit of a financial impact in the region. Speaking of financial
so?
impacts, I'm hoping if you have some time before they arrive, perhaps we could speak about financial impacts.
Kind of tilt my head a little bit, cock an eyebrow, and a little swish of that mustache. And what exactly are you inferring?
You see, whoever owns a good amount of money usually owns a good amount of their country. And, to put it lightly, Mr. Levencroft may be competing for the Copeland estate. At least as far as fiscal material goes. But please, let's head inside, let's get some coffee or tea, and something more cozy than being out here by all these June bugs.
They do wear on one, so I don't miss this country.
She'll kind of reach over and pull the reins a little bit as the other horse will kind of step up next to you and kind of tilt its head a little bit for you to hop on.
Are you saying I get to press my groin against that ass?
Is that in character?
No, I'm asking the DM directly.
No,
Am
no.
I that lucky?
She
Am
brought,
am I
no,
that
Roy's
no.
head turns 90 degrees to the side and stares into the camera.
Am I that lucky? No, she brought a second horse with her for you to hop up on.
Damn it. Snapping my fingers. Like, damn it. I got that close. Oh, would have been cozy. Yeah.
Roll me animal
Lord.
handling.
Listen here, sir. I'm an officer and a gentleman. It should be au natural.
So is our
Hang on.
Cossack. He had a rough time.
He's also a fat
Hey.
Cossack.
Hey, you gave me a horse that hadn't been broken.
Oh no.
There's. You
I
got
might
the
be
regal
able to-
step.
Let me see.
You're gonna use luck.
No, there's something I can do for a 7. That's the question of if
Oh
it's an
wait, the
attack
lucky
or not.
7. Yeah. I forgot about the lucky 7.
I'm looking for it.
Damn
I'm
it.
looking for it.
Guy is doubling his
There's so many
chances at a nat
words.
20.
Where's the fucking 7? Oh
It's one of the more
no,
recent
it's
ones you
for an
earned.
attack. Business
it's only
gambit. It's
attack.
for
Okay.
attacks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm re-rolling. I'm rolling a fucking luck point. Wait, no, fuck that.
Burn a luck point.
Nah, it's not much better.
Leroy very casually steps over, tucks his cane under his arm, and puts one foot up in the stirrup. And as you're kind of doing that, like, leg kick up and swing it over the top, your left hoof, left boot
Left
slips.
hoof?
Horses on the mind. Left foot slips just a little bit in the stirrup, and you kind of land down in the saddle a little harder than you intended. And it takes an extra half second to put your right foot in the other stirrup before you are able to look over.
Haven't got my sea legs yet.
She kind of gives a nice little pleasant nod and will start turning her horse and leading the way back towards a pretty, I don't want to say typical, but very standard kind of cutout southern kind of estate mansion of sorts with the 5 white pillars across the front, 2 stories, the nice rooftop with the little battlements on it that aren't actually usable but are still there. It's a nice little private path, trees lining both sides with all the hanging down shenanigans and leaves. It's a nice little
Do I
pleasant
perceive
ride.
any workers on the property?
Give me investigation.
Why did it not?
Ooh. You kind of look outwards, and for a moment, you get a little bit of a shine in your monocle as you try to focus. And what you see looks like, I guess the best way to put it, it's 1 in the morning. And if they were wearing all white clothes, the moon might be reflecting off them. Except the moon's mostly obscured, the stars aren't very bright. Yet there's a very, very faint kind of ethereal glow to a good 10, maybe 15 or so kind of farm hat, white or gray shirt, blue pants, farmers walking around who, for lack of better words, at times when you squint, it almost looks like the shovel or the garden hoe that's currently working is almost floating for a moment until you open your eyes a bit more and you can see that sort of ethereal glow of what looks like a person in farming gear. If you had to take a gander, the night shift for farming might be ghosts or some sort of other apparition akin to that.
I see you work round the clock here.
Oh, sometimes things have to keep turning. Don't worry, they aren't indentured or here by any force of will.
No, I'm not opposed.
Unfortunate leftovers of our great skirmish long ago. They signed pacts with the family and, although being offered the leave, decided they liked to stay here a bit longer and watch the pass of time. So, rather than be complacent. They still offer their services, the few of them that are bound here.
And how do you manage to keep the shovels in their hands, the hose in their hands, the tools and whatnot?
You see, sometimes that can be a problem, as when they wane and don't fully keep attention on what they're doing, the occasional teapot or shovel might fall down to the floor.
Just gonna rub my chin on that one as we pass on.
But they mean well. So, Mr. Copeland, if you don't mind me asking, how is it that you're working with Wondrous Company?
I plumb forgot. I forgot how we fucking met.
Poorly
Our-
at the moment.
I'm actually gonna have to look at my character now because I don't remember. Let's see. That's not actually mentioned in the bio. Okay. I happen to be in. Let's see, because we all met in England, right?
Yep.
I happen to be in London on business, and I was.
Thought you were recruited first by Wild Bill. Weren't we all? Or was that just me?
Most everybody
that was me.
Let me double check here. I'm gonna see
I
here.
could say I was in London on business.
Yeah, you were
I
on
think we all
business.
technically-
You were just straight up consulted and being like, "Hey, possible opportunity for a trade expert. You interested?" Yours was very straightforward.
Yeah, my skill. I'm kind of studying my fingernails. My in the dark. My skills were in demand, and it seems that it was a profitable venture. I say profitable. I haven't really seen much profit. Just a lot of bumps and bruises, and I guess the money's just gonna have to come in over time. I have been able to move around and make new connections, establish new lines of opportunity. So it's money in the long haul, not the short haul.
Well, if I may, I'd personally believe connections and personalities and cooperative friendships are often worth so much more than any financial gains. And if I may, I believe it was Mr. Zagros, and of course that Mr. Levencroft. They've made quite a bit of ripples in certain corners that I couldn't help but take interest in, and hopefully they find it in their hearts to perhaps cooperate with me in the future.
Now, I will say this about it. American money is easy money, whether it be Yankee or Confederate. It's easy money. The real victories out there in the Wild West, whether it's South American jungles or the steppes of Mongolia. They want to make their money. That's where to make it.
I would suppose so. I like to keep my endeavors a little bit closer to this little golden circle.
Speaking of, what news?
In relation to what, sir?
You quoted the DM. You just quoted the Golden Circle. God.
She seems to have an innocent face.
Can I roll over a perception on this then,
What are you perceiving?
or an investigation? Maybe.
What are you investigating?
You just quoted the Golden Circle. God damn it! I'm gonna narrow my eyes there because that's
Roll me
That's
insight.
backstory.
Roll me insight.
There we go. It was one or the other.
It doesn't seem to be a haha, gotcha kind of comment, more of a testing comment just to see a little bit more of your reaction to it.
I changed the subject then. As far as physical labor, have you had any luck sourcing non-human entities?
I wouldn't say difficulties of any kind. Most are looking for a home, want to be part of the bigger picture, part of the systems that be, and I'm more than happy to try to pioneer that. After all, my late husband would have been very outspoken in his adoration of the non-human races and ensuring that they found their place where they wanted to be.
Have you had any luck recruiting kobolds? I've heard they're very durable.
Oh, quite a bit. Granted, they're having a little bit of a... how would I put it? A little bit of a revolution within their own kind. Starting to realize that exposure to this world and its technologies are advancing them in a way a bit quicker than wherever their previous ancestry was from.
So they've become self-aware, have they?
With a distinct lack of dragons and increasingly dwindling numbers, kobolds are often finding themselves more and more independent, and that is leading some to jump off cliffs and leading others to inspire to bigger and better things.
Well, if you do find yourself with a goodly source of kobolds on hand for hire or otherwise, do be sure to let me know. I am looking to expand my operations to include such.
Miss Dontrail never did explain that. Well, are you gaining a bit of a softer spot since your exposure with certain kobold?
It's entirely possible. Couldn't say one way or the other. I just know from prior experience with a certain kobold that it can put up with quite a bit.
Oh,
They do have limits, but
I
quite
found that they are
capable of enduring.
Exactly. They're very capable and quite professional, these more educated ones. In fact, there was this little pink one that I knew not too long ago. Quite capable indeed. Kind of starts pulling the horse to the side as you get to the front gate and will hop out of her saddle, and one of the, now that you get a much closer look at it, it looks like your typical kind of farmhand wearing coveralls and just a regular white shirt, kind of a straw hat on their head. But they look, for lack of better words, very young, like 18, 19 years old. But the sort of kind of glowing hue that floats around them gives just a little bit of a hint of definitely not entirely human. As they walk over and take the reins of her horse, and she kind of brushes herself off a little bit and looks to you.
Time to dismount. Do I need to roll for animal husbandry so I don't, or animal handling so I don't get my foot stuck in the stirrup?
Nah, you're good.
Okay.
You'll be able to dismount easily enough. And she'll kind
I
of...
mean, I'll make it appear as graceful as possible.
Oh, yeah. I
I meant to do
imagine
that.
Leroy would be able to be mad graceful with it. She'll kind of look to you as the servant will take the two horses and kind of lead them away. And she'll start walking and beginning for the front of the manor, her hands in a kind of like little fists in front of her waist. Give me a perception roll, if you would.
Is this me being able to see her in the dark and admire her shapely form from behind? Is that how this works?
It could be involved with that. You don't notice it at all, other than, yeah. hips and shape
What?
and a type
I
weight.
blew my
tight
load
waist.
early on that fucking nat 20.
Yeah.
God damn. That's a +6. I rolled a fucking 1.
Business pants and a southern coat and nothing more than a dress shirt and a vest, and somehow has a corset tight waist, and you're just focused on that as you're walking
And I'm just
somewhat
like-
behind her.
I can't see shit no matter. I'll see it later.
She kind of looks back over her shoulder as you're walking. What would you like? Tea? Coffee?
Mother's milk.
I'm pardon?
Sorry, I was lost thought for a second. Tea, please.
She kind of raises a hand forward as you're walking up the front steps, and you see just a little bit of a glimmer leave some of the front of her fingers as she brings her hand back down and will walk over right as the door kind of on its own opens up, and she's stepping right through the front door and kind of rubbing her shoes a little bit on the mat. It's as white-walled and silver and gold trimmed and just elegant southern estate as you can imagine. It's the nice square foyer with like the 2 staircases that wind up, very square shaped. You got the central hall that leads back towards what's obviously the big dining room. Big old chandelier hanging on top. And she kind of wipes her feet a little bit and steps to the side. I hope you don't mind us talking about business for a little while until your friends should arrive.
I do not see a problem with it. What are we to discuss?
Potential investments and you perhaps inadvertently looking to bankrupt the Confederacy.
I'm sorry, do what now?
I had the honor of speaking with Mr. Levencroft and your other friends in Vienna, and I had hoped they would drop a line to you.
Torn good.
Yeah, you sent the letter. You see, and she kind of turns and starts walking as the door will close behind you without anybody actually manning it or closing it. It's a gentle close. And she's walking back towards the dining room where you see another kind of spectral servant float past, readying a teapot and some cups at the table. You see, I represent the treasury of the Confederate States, and I personally manage the investments of the Golden Circle. And, well, you hold quite a bit of money within those 2 realms, and frankly, it's amount of money that we can't directly continue paying the interest on.
That I can't or you can't?
That the Confederacy can't. And it's leaving us with 2 options. 3 if you were to speak to some of my other associates with less than hospitable intents. Which is why I feel a need to speak with you.
I'm here.
Hello there.
Hello. And she kind of walks over and will kind of stand by the 2 chairs that are at the edge of the table. The teapot is set there, and it's got some nice tea, and there's another one next to it made out of silver and steel, and it's got some coffee in it. Little sugar trays and stuff like that. And she kind of stands by. She doesn't go to pull out her chair or yours, just kind of stands there very nicely looking to you.
Step up close to her and take a cup. Add 2 lumps of sugar. Stir it idly while thinking.
She gives a little
Clink,
bit
clink,
of a
clink, clink.
little bit of a smile and curl on her lip as she'll reach over, take her own, pour some tea in it, and take a little sip of it, and continues standing there and just kind of looks back over to you. You see,
Permission to investigate the cup for poison.
Sure. Roll me investigation. It's a normal, nice teacup. No
Don't
poison
trust
that
you.
you can see. She kind of looks to you. You see, I'll be direct here. There's some in the Golden Circle who don't like to share the rather stretched thin wealth that they have. And there's some who wish to see that wealth expanded upon. I personally would like to see it expanded upon, but that would require some cooperation from some of the biggest names.
Who do
You,
we have on the table?
well, myself, until just last night, Mr. Levencroft and his estate, the Copeland estate in its entirety, and some other investments from Miss Dontrell and Miss Williams, of course, among a few other smaller investors here and there.
Kind of bristle my mustache at the old kobold's name being bandied about. The devil, muttering under my breath, what the devil does that Yankee want with our enterprise? How is he involved?
Simply financially. Most of them are only financially involved. However, Miss Dontrell, Miss Williams have been leading a rather strong endeavor to find that missing chunk of wealth that personally belongs to me that is still yet to be found. I'll try to lay out our predicament as plainly as possible. You currently hold, well, the Copeland name currently holds almost 70% of all Confederate holdings in gold, including silver and other mineral assets. Myself and Miss Dontrell are competing for the other 30, with Miss Williams also involved, and many other smaller investors. The issue is the Confederacy has found itself in a bit of a bind. Our trade and confirmation with other countries is a bit rocky and tumultuous, and with the desired expansion of a proper seagoing navy and better shore defensive capabilities, with hopefully obvious understanding as to why, we need to expand our coffers. And with that, it means we need a little more access to those who hold the majority of our financial presence. You see, the Copeland name has been inaccessible. That is, with the withdrawal of what I can only assume to be the majority of your family, or perhaps yourself. And with the amount of money invested and the interest that is growing on it, it would rightly destroy the Confederacy financially, as we would have to start looking at selling and perhaps getting loans to other nations, which is something I hope you can understand we wouldn't want to do. The fixes to this are 3 different avenues. My personal avenue of some of my compatriots, your hopeful cooperation and investment with us. With our private investment into some of these government endeavors, it wouldn't be rude to say that the Confederacy would be somewhat under our control. However, we, of course, are good enough hearted to not look to have a hostile takeover, and I hope that same extends to you, should we open up dialogue in the near future. The second option is the missing Harper Gold. See, back in 1868, I'm sure the Copeland family is all well aware of the missing Confederate gold of the Golden Circle Knights. That went disappearing somewhere in Texas, not shortly after it looked like we might lose the Civil War. It's not been found. But the abundance of that gold and those jewels, well, you could outright buy almost the entirety of North America if it was to be found. The other option, one that Miss Dontrell has been adamant should be spoken out against and actively repelled, and you may find it surprising to find that Miss Dontrell has actually thwarted 2 attempts on your behalf. is the removal of the Copeland family name and the dispersal of their assets to government entities.
Kind of bristle at that. So, from what I understand, there's really only two options here. There is the peaceful acquisition of the Confederate States versus a hostile takeover, which you don't seem to be interested in, I dare say. Fragmenting the Confederate States over a hostile takeover is only going to incite those Yankee bastards to take bits and pieces from us.
Precisely.
The lost gold, I would suggest we not pursue that until the first option is achieved, if the first option is followed.
Well,
And the third option is what again? What am I supposed to be doing with Miss Hopper? What is it you're implying?
there are entities within the Confederacy, particularly within some of its more secretive circles, including the one that you and I are involved in, that have given hint and not so gentle word at perhaps the elimination of the Copelands.
That would precede a hostile takeover. Should it be known that attempts were being made on my life, my family's history.
Oddly enough, your involvement with Wondrous Company has kind of thwarted any of those attempts, as you can imagine it's rather hard to get within the ranks and findings of, well, various secret government entities.
But you are admitting to such an event. Several events.
Events
Is this
that
not
others
correct?
have attempted upon, yes.
Ooh, I'm going to war with the Confederate government. I'm saying that.
In your head.
Wall break. Wall break, yeah. Ooh, we going to war. And I got all the money.
What I would like
There
to
is
do
a-
is open a
there is a-
discourse. Oh,
There is a fourth option. I'm sure you're well aware of world politics, the ever-changing tides. And word has reached me that there is another power developing in the east. A storm is brewing in the ruins of the last war. They
We
are
are
hungry.
rather aware, and Miss Dontrell has been, in her own way, keeping direct involvement in that endeavor.
They will be hungry for income. And there will be an opportunity for the government to, as is, to benefit.
Well, the
But I
opportunity
take
is
it this is
there.
not to your liking.
My personal liking, no. However, there are some, again, within the Golden Circle who would like to see perhaps a little more cooperation in those regards. Having been around in somewhat younger days when we were attempting to look to aid of other nations that didn't smile so fondly on us, it ended up not working as well as we'd hoped. I'd rather not see a repeat of that situation. I'd rather see a more independent and self-funded and capable Confederacy. After all, we
In
have the
other
farms
words-
and territory that we need now to be self-sustainable.
At the end of the day, we have come full circle, no pun intended, to the heart of the matter, which is me. You need me. You'd rather have me than not have me.
Precisely.
If you want me, you're gonna have to elevate me.
Are you asking for power and position, or simply accolades?
Accolades mean nothing without the power. Sure, you know that.
What's your
I can
opinion?
see to it. I can see to it that you get your own out of this if you back me in this endeavor.
What's your opinion on railroads, Mr. Copeland?
Let's see. Investigation on this?
Sure.
Or perception insight, maybe?
What are
one
you
do
trying
think?
to decipher from that?
Technology. How well versed in the advancement of technology I am.
I would say this one would just be more of a what do you think your character would know or understand of trains or the importance of them.
I mean, he did go to a higher school as required. Military
I know he's
military schooling for the period is very
mostly naval mercantile, but I feel like he'd have
Yeah.
an equal understanding of the importance of rail and land trade.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's about right, Peter.
You definitely have a
A train can make in a day what a caravan of horses and wagons would make in a week. I dare say that railroads are the future, are an investment, and will make a lot of money.
I tend to agree. After all, most of our investments are in rail and industry. I would
would
like
say
to
this,
make an
if
offer, perhaps, if you're willing to hear it out.
I will hear your offer.
Through the years, I have acquired quite a few different railroads and quite a few different endeavors from the old California barony when their attempt at power was present, among other states in the earlier days of our breakaway from the Union. And frankly, it's sometimes a bit of a bother managing all the different works and ins and ends of it. The Alabama and Florida Railroad Company, the Tennessee River Railroad Company, Allen's Plantation Railroad, among Wells Fargo and the Union Line, among a handful of other smaller railroads that have built up the Harper Empire. I would not be opposed to seeing a rather substantial investment in the new ownership of those, taking them off my hand and putting them in the trusted hands of what would hopefully be a inspired partner who would look more to the survival of the Confederacy over his own grandiose design.
At this point, we are not talking survival. We are talking rebirth. We are talking a future. Survival is only for the desperate, and we are not desperate.
The Confederacy without its private investors is rather desperate.
We are investing in the Confederacy, are we not?
To keep it alive.
No. To see it overcome.
That would be the intent. After all, everybody else is climbing up the ladder rather quick.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Terrible.
It's that fucking moment. I don't like your words. Your words suck. Your words are not confident. You're back in character. I find you're overly cautious, and understandably so. But I'm finding a lack of confidence in your words and in your delivery. It almost sounds as if you're not quite committed to what I'm suggesting.
You must understand my hesitance with this. After all, the Copeland name is potentially tied to the missing Confederate gold.
Potentially.
I'd hope
I
you're
might have an
perhaps
idea as to
familiar
where
with
it
your
is.
family name and the rumors that surround it.
I would be remiss not to. But if you are looking for a decision here and now,
Oh no, not now. Just something to consider and chew on for a while.
perhaps that is wise.
That
Kinda
was the
turn
main
and-
hope.
Kind of turn and walk over to one of the big windows and just kind of look out while holding a teacup and a saucer in my hand with my cane hooked over my arm.
Roll me a perception check. In the reflection, you see her start stepping to the side, like she's walking around the table to get beside you. And you have to blink once before you kind of, whether you draw attention to it or not, for lack of better words, it looks like, in the reflection at least, a leaf of the table, like, maybe drops down or disappears, or the alternative, she's walking through the table and stops a little bit beside you, holding her teacup.
Mine's kind of narrow, but I don't really give any sign that I noticed something amiss.
Give it some time and thought. After all, I'm in it for the long haul, as you would say. I've been here since the first days of the Confederacy, and I would hope to see it last long after. But I'm not looking to make personal spoils or endeavors. I'm not looking to take over power myself. I simply want to see it thrive, as it was intended and hoped for when it started. And that would involve us few at the very top end to be a little more charitable and understanding and investing in the future so that it can continue thriving.
I'm gonna sip at my tea and set it down with a clink, a very loud clink. And my thought process has gone from banging the ever-loving fuck out of her to, did she just say she's been around since the start of the Confederacy? What?
Roll me charisma to see if you can keep that from being painted on your face.
Oh, fuck. Saving throws or just charisma?
Just charisma.
It's just charisma. Okay.
You're kind of able to hide it, but she looks up and you kind of notice as she looks, her hair, the way it sways just a little bit extra. It's almost like like it's on extra
Ethereal.
string. It's kind of ethereal the way it floats just a little bit. And she gives a very non-ill-mannered, just kind of pleasant smile.
For half a moment I was considering, I'm just going to go ahead and out it. For half a moment I was considering asking what you were doing for the rest of your night, but now I'm not so sure I should be asking that question.
Well, I'm assuming for the rest of the night I might be entertaining your friends once they return.
My mustache just kind of twitches and I don't say anything else.
I'm gonna roll insight. See if she can read you. Because I know where Leroy's head is.
Shut the fuck up.
'Cause Leroy's a southern horn dog. Let's see.
Who hasn't gotten laid once yet in this campaign?
Nope, not a single time this campaign.
It's so
Almost,
great.
until Torin had him tied to a bed.
Damn.
Like a cock blocker. Cock
Is that the
blocking
primary
kobold.
source of this animosity, or is it just racism?
Oh no, he's racist as fuck. It's right there in my character's ideals, race superiority. God bless white human America.
She gives a little bit of a raised brow for a moment, and the tiniest little smile at the edge of her mouth before she takes another sip of her tea. And we'll kind of just continue looking out the window and gives a couple moments.
Oh boy, we have tension. We have sexual tension. Oh boy.
Simply give it
She's
some...
been a widow for like 50 years for a reason, Leroy.
Well, the good news for your race's superiority is that she's a white widow.
Give it a little bit of time and thought, Mr. Copeland. Mull over it for a few days, but understand the cooperation among us and those within my circle and of myself is rather open and awaiting. But I understand any hesitancy that you may have, so please give it some time. And I am personally looking forward to future talks and endeavors. I believe your partner, Mr. Torrin Levencroft, is intending to... I believe I said it for a couple weeks from now. Me and Miss Marianne were going to be giving another deliberation at a nearby college, expanding upon some of the information and knowledge that pertains to these same issues and problems.
My mustache is gonna twitch at the mention of that horrid little mini dragon. And other than that, I'm not gonna say anything for a moment. And after a brief pregnant pause, I'm going to say very quietly, I will consider your offer, and we'll have an answer for you after I've met with my team, and we have completed whatever mission we have been assigned to here.
I would welcome that. And gives a nice little nod and will extend a hand upwards to you. Very kind of dainty, like palm upwards.
Oh, I'm gonna slobber all over that fucking thing regardless of whether I want to sleep with her or not. Woman flesh.
Roll me, oh gosh.
I'm gonna make love to that hand.
It just
French
deep
style.
throat her middle finger.
Jesus. Roll me,
Had a grapefruit slice, smack it over the middle of her finger, and go to town.
So I'm sure some of y'all have seen Hydrocam's videos where they're sticking the little tool inside the pufferfish and it's making that glock sound. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Mr. Leroy, roll me whatever you think would be applicable to romancing her hand.
Oh, that's got to be performance,
Persuasion
right?
or charisma.
That's got to be performance, right?
Yeah.
Performance.
Just spit in her hand and do the bro handshake.
There's a little bit of a head tilt and a tiny crook of like a little smirk as she just watches this.
Divine, tastes like rose water.
Mr. Leon Griffiths used to say the same thing. And she'll slowly draw her hand back and walks away, going back over to fill another cup of tea. And we'll kind of lean over and look out the front door as we hear a nice little audible of some tires pulling up and the front door opening as the rest of the party is unloading out of their nice long station wagon near the front steps.
I'm just thinking to myself, fuck it, she may not be human, but I'm definitely tapping that ass.
She's human.
Now
Ish.
that you're awake, Hachu, do you know if he has to pay taxes on the winnings?
So I'm hoping the answer is no.
Let me DM Hachu.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to
Knowledge.
step away real quick and grab a drink.
Go for it.
You did pay taxes, right, Hachu?
It's like, what are taxes?
You're telling me I don't pay for this?
Income bracket. And then when I did get paid, it was all under the table.
Are you telling me I have to owe money for something I made?
Say, Hutch, question about that. Not quite up to par on Confederate tax codes. All that money I won, I gotta pay a percentage of that.
How
Does the
much?
Confederate even have a IRS? How exactly does that work?
Surely they must pay taxes. Like, how would the government get funds for anything outside of like just
Can we roll
people
history on
giving
this?
them money? I suppose, but that
Investment funding.
On the Confederate tax system?
I DM'd Hachu the information that he'll be able to expound to you.
Well, that's it. Out with it.
Well, while the Confederate government does not do income taxes, but each state has their own rules about it.
Okay, so what about this state?
Our winnings from gambling are non-governmental earnings and not taxed.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh.
My goodness.
how nice.
You get to keep all that money.
Great, that was already gonna mess up my investment balancing if I had to pay a tax on that. That's good to know. Thank you. You've taken a weight off my mind.
As the five of you walk up the steps, you see Miss Harper kind of walking forward and coming to a pause, teacup and little saucer in hand, and giving kind of a smile to you. Nice, pleasant, welcome smile. And you see just a little bit past her down the hallway, looking out one of the back windows in the dining room, is Leroy.
Oh, looks like he made it.
Oh. He caught up with us. Does he still have a black eye?
There's a
Does he?
little. Give me investigation.
He didn't get magical healing, did he?
No. You can't tell. Let's see. Torn, Nikos. Torn, you can't quite tell because he's looking away, but Nikos, yeah, you can kind of tell. There's a little bit of remnants of a ring, a little bit of a shiner, but not a very bad one.
He's got a little bit on him.
As Harper steps forward to you and gives a nice little kind of half nod. I'm glad you all could join us. How'd the race go?
It went well.
I have a
There's
horse.
an understatement.
Yeah. He damn near bankrupted the whole track.
She blinks twice. Do understand your usual gambling at smaller establishments like that maybe are in the realm of $50 to maybe $100, correct?
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
How much did you put down?
500.
You see her blink twice. Oh. Takes a sip of her saucer.
Well, he wasn't the only one who did that, so.
Torn's just shooting a look up at Hachu.
Who
Well, it
else?
wasn't any of us.
Well, I'm glad you had some luck on your side during that endeavor, and I believe your compatriot Mr. Copeland is here. Had us a fine discussion as far as some potential investments and cooperations in the future.
The thing we discussed in Vienna.
Precisely. But that'll be for a later day and time that we all may be able to sit down and fully discuss. However, I do believe you all have intention to make your way somewhere else now.
Yes. And of course, it would be worth us perhaps discussing finances in the future. I do kind of have my hand in your market now, so to speak, unintentionally, but I do, so.
More than a hand, but yes.
Wait, does she know about what happened at the racetrack yet?
Roll me insight.
I'm curious too, so hang on.
Torn's just looking at her completely perplexed, like blinking audibly.
Let me DM you.
Blinking and his eyes are ever so slightly out of sync.
Do I see right through her soul?
Oh, DM, I need to send you a message too.
Alright. Bam. Nikos, no. Peter, yes. Hachu, you can definitely see through. What do you got for me? Alrighty. Yeah, Hachu and Peter, you're able to kind of look and get that general idea from her. You can kind of see it a little bit behind her eyes. Yeah, she kind of takes another sip of tea and looks at you. Well, please, join me in the dining room. We're all sitting down. We're getting ready to have a, well, very late dinner. And then, of course, there are plenty of rooms available for you to stay the night should you wish. Unless, of course, you're looking to leave right away.
We also have to speak to the knights again tomorrow about some topics before we leave to
Oh, very good then.
Miami. It is Miami, right?
Around. Within the realm of...
Okay, that's where the airport's going to be.
He lands like, "Sup, bruh?
Separate.
You friggin'
Waves in New Orleans."
literally Will Smith. Welcome to Miami.
Oh, that's hot. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
You gotta make that into a drinking game.
Every time Will
No
Smith
balls.
says or in one of his songs,
Yep.
you gotta take a shot.
That whole you gotta do it
Oh,
in the full
no.
album. The full album.
You're gonna
Are you
die.
trying to kill someone?
What drinking game did we do where I had to take a shot every time something happened and I almost died?
I forget what
that
it was.
wasn't.
It was a movie.
It was
That was National Treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's every
It
time
was-
they said Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. I told you were going to die of alcohol poisoning.
you imagine Naruto and every time they say chakra.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
You're trying to kill people.
Man, there's better ways to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun
Like,
though.
dude.
That was. Oh, goodness. Yeah, she kind of walks you guys into the dining room, and after a while, you guys will all be able to kind of get sat down, and you'll notice a handful of the servants are kind of almost gliding in how they walk. Like, their feet are touching the ground, but it's like they're on a ball-bearing floor with how they're kind of moving. As they'll bring you guys plates of food and all kinds of very fine southern dinner and dining. And, of course, Miss Emmeline's sitting down and just kind of looking pleasantly and a bit silently, letting you guys eat and speak among yourselves. And Alexander,
Yes.
roll me perception.
Perception.
Thorin is seeing how much he can get away with eating without drawing attention to himself.
All right, are you just sitting there, like eating a lot really quickly? Or are you waiting for everyone to look away from you before scarfing down an
Yeah.
entire ham and then sitting there like nothing happened?
No, he's eating politely, but a lot. Like he's just not stopping. Just like
Literally.
another one.
Literally eats like a squirrel, takes like 2 bites, looks around, takes another 2 bites, looks around.
Yeah, you'll be able to keep eating, and you'll notice some of the servants that come by are very quick to keep stocking up your food of the various items as you're eating it. Like, you'll take a slice of ham, eat it, and as you're going after the next part of the dish, you'll notice, like, a hand will reach over your shoulder and lay another piece there and kind of step back.
Can you just give
Over
me
your
one
shoulder?
at a time?
The servant will kind of look to you, look over to Miss Harper. She looks, gives a pleasant little nod, and he'll kind of lean back in and give you a significantly larger amount.
There we go.
Alexander, as you're sitting there, and how are you eating? What are you up to? Because you're kind of snout height with the edge of the table.
I'm very modest. I'm mostly after fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Get a booster seat for him.
Nah.
I'm probably just gonna look up, see if there's any apples. I'll just take an apple.
Hey, you gonna eat the ham?
Be able to grab an apple. There's some chunks of cantaloupe here and there, honeydew, stuff like that. Who are you asking that of, Torn?
Alexander, of course.
Oh.
I didn't hear it. What?
Hey, you gonna eat the ham?
I'm not really a big fan of meat, so I'll go
Okay.
for it.
He's already taking it after, like, I'm not.
All right, well, I'll just go over here. And you'll find a place to kind of sit out of the way.
She kind of looks over and focuses on each of you one at a time. Wasn't fully aware of who this new friendly critter is with you.
Who, me?
Precisely.
Oh, I guess I'm actually kind of new. I used to work records, and then they put me here, so and he hops down, realizing how rude it is. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how impolite it was for me not to introduce myself. And he takes his hat off and does a polite bow. My name's Alexander. I'm an administrative assistant, I guess. Now a sergeant or something. I don't know. I'm sticking with administrative assistant for now.
Well, I'm sure these folk can use all the administrative assistance that they can find. And gives a little bit of a knowing look to you, Leroy.
Huh? Who? What?
He says as he's stuffing his face with cauliflower.
That was popcorn, but close enough.
You guys are going to be able to sit for a little while and eat, and eventually she'll rise up from her seat, and some of the servants will come by and take her dishes. And she'll walk in between Nikos and Peter. I will be away for the night, but feel free to continue eating and entertaining yourselves as need be. You'll be able to find plenty of rooms upstairs, and I will see you off in the morning when you should depart.
Thank you again for accommodating us.
Of course, it's my
Have a good
pleasure.
night.
You as well. Gives a little nod. Perception roll, everybody.
Pre-scapping. Can't wait to fail.
No.
Torrens
Hey.
eating. Nikos is looking at the plates. Alexander notices Peter is busy because she's behind
Nice
him.
China.
Torrent's somehow trying to
Very
slather an
fine China.
entire stick of butter onto like 2 different rolls.
Oh my god!
You know what? You know what I'm looking at?
Monster.
I'm watching in horror at what Torrent's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Roy and Hachu, you are also watching him take. You know how you get the stick of butter in the butter tray and you slice it into little like chunks that you can place in your biscuit with the cool little
Is he
dainty
eating the whole?
knife?
Is he eating
Nah, he's
the
taking
whole?
he's taking thirds.
Nah, you got
It's-
the entire stick of butter, and you pried open 2 biscuits,
God.
stuck the whole stick in there, and then like hot dog folded it, and you're just trying to eat it like that.
Yep.
So it's so shocking. We all forgot to stand up when she stood up.
Precisely. The only person who notices is Alexander. Let me DM you.
And I'm going to
Swords.
follow proper courtesy. Extend the render to proper courtesies.
Let's see. Soren isn't going to die in
Newsflash.
combat. He's going to die of cholesterol.
Newsflash: when Alexander stands, it's not like he actually gets any taller than when he sits down.
Standing on the chair.
If anything, I'm sitting on the chair. I'm taller than my standing
That's
height.
even more.
probably.
That's even more flagrant. Shame on you.
Yeah, you're the only one that noticed Alexander. Everyone else is just enamored at Torin making a
And I'm kinda-
Hawaiian
I'm
bun
gonna be
I
hot
don't
like-
think
dog.
enamored is the right word.
I'm gonna literally say underneath it. I was like, I kind of had a feeling.
Feeling what?
Oh, you didn't see that?
See what?
Torin eating an entire stick of butter? Of course I saw that. How could you not?
Wait, hold on. He's eating an entire stick. Who would do that?
He ate an entire stick of butter. Now look, he's
Why?
coming in.
Why would he?
Slander! I did not.
We
Oh
saw
my God.
you.
Don't you know? Oh my goodness! Do you know the amount of like fat you're literally putting directly into your bloodstream right now? Oh my God!
As per your request, Torin, to everybody's amazement, 3 more Hawaiian buns are set down before him, and another stick of butter is replaced where the old one was.
He's getting
Oh
fast.
God, they're Hawaiian buns too.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh. Don't even need butter.
I don't understand you mortals at all.
No, this is just him.
Yeah.
It's just him that does.
All
All right,
a
well.
triple bun wide butter sandwich coming up. There goes another.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if his tail's getting visibly fatter every time he eats one of these.
I want to do perception to see if I can see if he's like physically about to die or not.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me?
Both of you roll me perception for diabetes.
Apparently, I can't tell.
Alexander, you're still split between what you saw and just him being given a whole nother plate of butter. Yeah, Peter, you can't tell. It's you can't see his lower half, but he's also, you've seen him eat a lot more, so it's not like he's swelling or anything like that. If anything, he's a black hole of metabolism.
Can I at least predict what level of hell he's going to go to?
I'll give you a few guesses.
Roll me intelligence to use your analysis of incoming product.
Hey man, dragon genes. They run hot, okay?
Apparently.
Nox DMs.
Apparently, I can't tell.
Well,
I'm so
the 8 might
I'm
be
so
enough.
grossed out.
Everyone's just aghast.
He's literally just turned on the orb of confusion by just downing copious amounts of butter.
You're able to look at it, and you get an inclination if he was on the supply line of souls and bodies and persons coming down the line to get sorted out. He wouldn't be in the 6th ring where you were. You probably would have seen him get dumped off in the 3rd ring, where overindulgence gets dropped.
I really hope you made peace with your maker. I am lost for words.
I mean, no, we're not quite at peace yet. There's sort of some stuff up in the air with him, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah, you still got to track down that Egyptian one.
Don't remind me.
I was really hoping the OSS in England would have some kind of lead on that before we left.
You must have spooked him real good. Still hiding somewhere, wherever he went.
You can eat that cobbler.
I've lost my appetite.
Great.
Can I pick it up, walk over to Torin, put my foot on his foot to open his mouth, and just dump it in?
Implying his feet reach the floor while sitting in that chair.
I just need to press down on it. That's all that needs to happen here.
Roll me sleight of hand, Peter.
You better pass this.
Torin,
Nice.
roll me
Hey,
Constitution. Roll me Constitution, Torin.
Flat con.
Yep, flat card.
Nice.
You have no problem. You just, okay, free cobbler.
I don't need to be fed, you know.
Oh. He works just like those cartoons.
Let's not make a habit of that. It's a little awkward. Thank you for the cobbler, though. Yeah.
I'm gonna finish my apple. after recomposing my appetite.
Yeah. You guys finish eating for the night, and eventually some of the servants come by and collect the plates, and you're able to make your way to the foyer and eventually start navigating your way up the nice staircases where you see a nice hallway of just individual rooms with different decorations and designs and styles to them and beds, and all of you will be able to get a full rest, recompiling any health or magic that you've lost or utilized. And,
I'd like to emphasize that Torin filled his bag with the table scraps, if that was allowed.
I can't
Remember,
remember.
it's full of
Did she,
salmon still.
out of
No, it's
character,
not.
did she give us raid on the house, or are we pretty restricted?
You got free reign.
I am
Her
going to
bedroom
look
is
for a
off limits.
library.
She's mine.
You're going
She's
where,
not here
Alexander?
tonight.
I'll look for a library.
Ooh, okay. Give me investigation.
Yeah, and about how many square feet of miscellaneous southern table scraps do we have?
Roll me. I'm gonna roll for it. Let's see.
Southern feast remnants.
3 square feet of a Thanksgiving-esque southern feast.
Hell yeah.
As you guys make your way up to the room, Alexander, you kind of head upstairs and eventually circle around and come down the other staircase and start walking around the lower areas. You find a sitting little tea room, you find a little side room, and eventually you see a big sliding door that kind of slides side to side. And you hook a little, finger through it and pull it open. And it's a small 20 by 12, very tall, dark wood. Every wall is covered in books and different pictures and photographs and whatnot. And it's got 3 of those really nice little seats with the little lanterns next to them for you to sit down, and kind of a private, quiet study. No windows or anything of the sort.
Excellent. I'm going to see if I can find anything on pretty much any demons that run in this neck of the woods, anything local that I can use to arm my knowledge.
Give me investigation. Ooh. So as you're going through, it's about an hour or so where you're quietly finding the little ladderette and moving it around, climbing up, sorting through some of the books. You're actually rather happy with how organized and well kept it is. It seems Miss Harper's very organized in her book setting. However, as you dig through, you see pretty much nothing as far as what you would consider demonology, devils, or any understanding of that. What you do find, though, is a lot of books on, be it celestials, the stars, celestial bodies and entities, understandings and readings and works on the Greek and Roman pantheons and the various gods and histories there. You are reading through and you find a good third of everything in that library seems to be genealogy and families and accords and battle reports and land ownerships and bills of sale, and a whole lot of just 1860s to 1890s various information and family records and pictures, battle reports, some trade ledgers here and there. But nothing as far as demonology or devils go.
For how intrigued I would be to go completely off topic and start just literally pick up a reading list of stuff to go off of, I'm going to go ahead and contain myself and then go, all right, well, I'll have to look at a different source, and I'm going to attempt to cast Dimensional Door.
Ooh. Where are you attempting to go?
I would like to go back to, I know of a few record rooms back at Hell that I can utilize for law and other things. So I'm going to see if I can cast to that
Roll me a dexterity save.
Alexander, why don't you go to hell? Okay.
No.
All right. I guess I'll just go back home.
Well, I have to. Well, I have to anyway. My visa's going to expire soon.
Oh,
That Donald Trump guy really doesn't like me for some reason.
Yeah, give me a dex save.
Okay, 1 second here. I'm trying to find my saves. There we go.
Ooh, okay. So you don't take any damage, but you reach a paw out and kind of spread your fingers a bit, and the little purplish black with kind of a hellfire trim sliding door starts to open in the floor in front of you. And as you start to step towards it, it's kind of a very rapid double whammy. At first, there is what looks like kind of a more hellish dark iron halberd that instantly just comes thrusting up out of the portal towards you, about to stab you in the chest. And as you're stepping back from that, it almost seems like it's from another entity, a sort of spectral, ghostly wind that just chills you to the bone. Also hits you on the right side like a truck and launches you 2 feet onto your side across the carpet as the portal is snuffed out by that same magical force.
What was that?
He's gonna dust himself off, and then he's gonna look around and like,
I wonder if this place has a barrier.
and I'm gonna see if I can sense a barrier in the house or not.
Roll Detect Magic. Or cast Detect Magic for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it. 1 second here.
I believe you have that spell. If not, give me Arcana.
I do.
Ah,
I
perfect.
do have that spell, so I just gotta find it. This is one I don't use too often. There we go.
You raise both your paws out and try to focus for a moment, and if anything, you feel a little bit of that, like, kind of after drinking cranberry juice, that little bit of, like, phlegmy buildup in the back of your throat, and you cough a couple times. But the spell doesn't activate.
Yeah, if there is a barrier, it's a really strong one. Maybe it's just the house.
He's gonna dust himself off again and compose himself, and he's gonna start making his way for the door. He's gonna head outside.
Give me a charisma save.
1 second here. Go back to the front corner.
You aren't really startled by it, but the gentle poke to your left shoulder and a, well, hello, mister.
Huh?
Miss
I'm gonna look
Harper
over.
is kind of bending at the waist, leaning just over the edge of the door, looking down at you with her hands kind of in a ball in front of her.
Oh, hi.
Well, hello. Might I ask what you're doing in my private study?
My apologies, and he's gonna bow again. I was under the impression we had full rain. I didn't mean to intrude. I apologize.
Oh, no, you had full reign. I was just curious if you found what you were looking for.
Unfortunately, not. I'm trying to actually try to find something that's to help out my acquaintances. I guess they have some issues with some, I guess, deals or something with some devils, and I was trying to see if I could educate myself a little bit. Having, the background that I do, I figured I could lend my expertise and possibly, help them out, I guess.
Well, that is rather inspired, but I will admit, as far as the hells go, I don't have very much knowledge and literature on the subject.
You do have quite a bit of interesting stuff regarding bloodlines. Maybe sometime, if we, stay acquainted or whatnot. I would love to actually see if I could research that a little further someday later on down the road.
I would welcome that, however, you may find it rather disappointing. My bloodline tends to end with myself.
Well, at least you have one. I have literally nothing. Barely just a mark here. Don't even belong. But it's still very intriguing to read how mortals, and no offense to that, but I find it rather intriguing how mortals are able to keep such records of, and again, no disrespect, it's almost trivial in a way.
Well, when you've had, what has it been now, 45, 50 years to acquire all these records and look into them, you find yourself able to build a rather prominent tree.
And he nods in response. I can see that. I guess my problem is I don't have the conception of, well, a family, I guess. Still find it very intriguing, though.
Well, I will say, they might not be family, but those you're in partnership with, they might be a good experiment to see how you can handle being with someone that you can learn to trust and cooperate with, and should you find yourself without their presence at a later date or time, you're always welcome within my ken.
He kind of tilts his head a little bit.
You know, I never actually considered that. Then again, I've barely been with these people for longer than 48 hours, but, you know, that's actually something I should consider. It's actually a good idea.
I've been watching them for a fair minute now. I can guarantee most of them are of a good ilk.
I kind of had that vibe with them as well. I'm still sort of feeling it out, I guess. Quick question. And again, I didn't mean to cause any problems if I did, but does this house by chance have a barrier or some sort of divine protection in it?
I wouldn't say divine, but it does have a protection upon it, yes.
Explains a lot then. I will refrain from casting any more spells then. I think that's part of my problem then.
I do believe the only spells and magic presence that should be blocked is any sort of scrying, sightseeing, message sending, or teleportation and chronomancy of the sort. Other than that, common spells should be okay.
I think technically what I was trying to do is a teleport. I guess in theory it would be, so that makes sense. How far does the barrier reach, though? Is there like a boundary? I actually need to head back and grab a few things to aid these cohorts of mine.
Almost to the edge of my territory here. Mostly noted by the brick walls on the perimeter.
He's going to bow again.
And then he's like, thank you very much. With all due respect, I'm going to go and take care of this real quick. Thanks again for your hospitality.
Of course. She'll kind of stand up straight and give a nice little, like, half wave and keep her arms crossed.
He's going to head out and head out to the property line and reattempt that dimensional door.
Alright. Roll me a deck save.
Oh no.
You step outside and you can see where there's like the little brick wall and the white picket fence that has a road kind of running the perimeter of the estate, and you can pretty well tell where the border is from it. You walk out to the edge of the road, reach paw out, the purple and kind of flamish starts to open and stretch across the floor, and as you start to lean towards it, once again, a slightly different bladed weapon comes trying to stab out towards you. As you hear some kind of hellish snarling that sounds almost to the extent of "Stay out!" as the portal is slammed shut in front of you.
Well, that's just, I know for a fact I was not banished. I went back a couple of times recently for this. Never mind. What the heck is going on?
He's going to pace around outside for a bit and start deeply thinking on possible causes for this.
roll me history.
History.
Well, you're thinking back to things that you've eaten, things that you've drunk, things that you've done. You were within close proximity to a holy man for a while. Maybe some of it rubbed off on you. Other than that, you can't really find anything in particular. He did try to heal you, which kind of hurt. He did cast blessings. While they were all at the race, you did notice a little bit of a kind of celestial magical presence. You did drink the really spicy alcohol for the first time in a while, but
I'm gonna try to detect magic on myself.
alright. Try to reach a hand out, and the magic kind of sputters just a little bit, and you only get about a quarter second of, well, there's magic nearby, but you can't really pinpoint it.
I cannot believe this.
He's gonna sit down. He's gonna be like,
All right, now I understand being new, but this is just not fair.
Anything else he wants to do for the night, or is he
he's
just...
he's just sitting in disbelief because he's under the impression that Peter put a friggin' like literally
Yeah.
encapsulated him.
We'll do a little bit of a fast forward here, a little bit of a scene transition as we'll pan over to the morning with
Quick question: does this still eat my spell slots even though they didn't go through?
It does indeed.
Okay.
What are you going to use them?
When you have a long rest after it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are able to get a long rest as the night goes on, so it won't.
Literally sleeping on the perimeter.
Pretty much. As we round about to the nice early morning, you got the rooster, you got the sun creeping over, nice mist on everything. Katydids just fucking screeching out all fucking morning. All the windows are partially cracked, letting in a nice wind to each of your guys' rooms, as all of you are kind of woken up simultaneously by a nice gentle knock at the door. I'm assuming most all of you got a pretty good night's sleep and are pretty cozy in your beds. As all of you are able to start getting dressed, getting your attire, popping on your gear, and you all start kind of mingling out into the hallway, and the party makes their way down to the foyer. I need all of you except for
yeah.
Alexander to roll me perception.
Gepion.
A
Perception.
note: Torin is pointedly
He's gapping.
keeping distance from Leroy when possible.
Oh, don't worry, my little friend. You are beneath me. I stick up my nose at you.
So everyone sleep well?
Great. The beds here are quite nice.
Slept all right. I couldn't
Proper
get
silk sheets and freedom to move my limbs.
Nikos and Hachu, you guys notice your shortest member as the five of you are starting to walk down the staircase.
Does anyone know where Alexander is?
Who?
Check his room.
I'm sorry, I don't really keep
Not
an
with
eye on
us.
whoever's under
I-
5 foot.
Hey, Leroy, have you ever considered trimming your nose hairs?
I'm not sure which room he went into. I don't think I saw last night.
My nose hairs are just fine, sir. You should pay attention to your toenails. They're getting rather curly.
Sorry, I haven't dulled them on anybody in particular as of recently.
He's going to go off
Okay.
and start checking rooms.
Can be arranged.
You open a couple
There's
of the
garden shears.
you open a couple of the doors into the other rooms that haven't been used, and you see the room that he was supposed to be in, but no presence of him having ever even entered the bed.
Well, if he left, he made his bed. But I suspect he never used it. Perhaps we should contact Miss Marianne.
I think that might be wise.
I'm gonna start walking back into the house,
Leroy,
visibly
shouldn't be
angry.
antagonizing Torin like that. You know we are about to travel into the Fey realm. We can't be at each other's throats for any reason.
I beg your pardon, sir. I was not the one that addressed the other one this morning. Don't know.
Going to talk to
What
him
you-
too, but we need to make sure that something like what happened in DC doesn't happen again for any of us.
I will take your suggestion under consideration, sir, and that'll be the end of it.
Do.
As you're kind of having this talk, you all notice the front door opens up on its own as the little garden gnome-sized trench coat comes walking in.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, I guess
Where
he
have
went
you
for
been?
a walk in the morning.
So, I have a quick question for all of you.
Okay.
Do you guys trust me?
Me personally, not necessarily.
You have to be this tall for me to trust you.
Ignore him.
Mostly.
You seem like a good person. Never give me any
Right.
reason to distrust you.
Like, I don't think ill of you. I just don't know you very well yet.
Well, I feel like you guys don't actually trust me because the fact is my magic is currently literally shut off to me right now. So, all I need to know is if you guys don't want me around and you don't trust me, I can just go away. I have no problem doing that at all. All you have to do is say, not just block me off like this.
Wait, hold on. Can any of us even do that?
I'm going to
Yes.
experimentally cast Thaumaturgy to close the door behind him.
I look around to the other members of the group. You know, we could use live bait for where we're going.
As
I'm going to give
as you
Leroy
raise your
what did we just talk about look.
as he's saying that, you raise your hand to cast Thaumaturgy to make the door close, and you make it close gently, but then it swings back open, almost like an invisible force is grabbing it and yanking it open indignantly, and then slowly closes it again and locks it properly.
Look, the thing is, here I was trying to find a way to help you guys with your little predicaments. And then what happens? I can't use any of my magic. I'm literally capsuled off right now from my magic. Therefore, that tells me none of you guys trust. So literally, I'm not going to help any of you guys then if you don't trust me. And I have no problem at all finding the next plane out of here and just going back to my job working in DC. I have no issue with it. I just need to hear from you, because if there's no trust, then there's no reason for me to be here
I'm confused.
at all.
The only one of us who could possibly maybe do that is Peter.
Yeah,
I don't think I have anything in my spells that says I can do that.
To be honest, the Orthodox priest has been rather sketchy lately, so I wouldn't put it past.
Well,
Leroy,
either way.
Stop instigating, please. Thank you.
I mean, I suppose I could use dispel good and evil, but I don't think that would just stop you from using magic. I haven't cast anything on you since I tried to heal you and it didn't work. I figure if I use any of my magic on you, it's not going to work and probably hurt you.
Could this be an after effect of you accidentally hurting him when trying to heal him?
You want me to roll Arcana or Religion on that?
You can roll religion.
Like some sort of lingering after effect?
You kind of think to that, and while there shouldn't be any lingering effect, healing, especially from a sort of celestial or kind of religious empowerment, it will repel and it will damage, but it doesn't linger. It doesn't specifically hurt. It's just a kind of a shining light to something that doesn't like light. But it should have no lingering effect whatsoever.
Nothing I do should have a lasting effect on him.
Huh.
Well, did your priest friends do something to me?
I don't think so.
I
Can I cast
I
detect
keep
magic on him?
telling you guys,
Actually,
I'm not. a
Hachu,
demon.
can you cast detect magic on him?
Okay, just,
No.
I can't necessarily speak for all of us, but this doesn't seem like something that we would do. You clearly proved yourself an asset back at DC. It would make sense to take that away.
Well, somebody, some way, somehow, literally blocked me off from all my magic, and I'm not happy
well.
about it.
Couldn't be either.
Yeah, I understand you're upset.
You guys are
I'd
noticing
be
his
rather
eyes are glowing.
annoyed too.
You guys notice his eyes are glowing a lot brighter than normal, despite the lower lids, but they're like really, really, really bright.
Okay. Good morning, Bright Eyes.
I'm not in the mood for jokes right now.
You know what? What happened? What did you try to do exactly?
What I was trying to do, because, hey, you guys have an issue with some demons. I normally have access to, documents and manuals and so on and so on back home. I try casting a dimensional door so I can grab said manuals and documents so I can find a loophole to help you out of your little situations with these devils. But no, I am 100% blocked off from everything. I can't even check myself for magic. My powers are completely nullified. 100%. And I keep feeling this burning sensation inside me every time I try to use them. That tells me, again, somebody, some way, somehow, casted some sort of spell or something on me that caused me to be blocked off from everything that I have access to.
When he mentions the burning sensation inside, can I roll
This is
history?
a very difficult one, but those of you who want to, roll me history.
I elite check his
Damn, Nikos.
Damn. Wow.
Everyone's just standing there squinting at him, like, what?
Everyone's like, wait, what? What's he going?
Like, why are you weird?
Peter, you're not really tracking. Leroy, give me that history check. Let's see if you... Actually, you weren't even there. You weren't on the plane, so you don't get to roll.
And if you guys are mad about the whole fear thing, I only did that to stop a fight. I wouldn't actually do that to you guys just for the hell of it.
If I'm mad at you, you'll know it.
Nikos, Torn, and Hachu, oddly enough, the Vienna crew of all people, kind of look to each other in a triangle at the same time, raise a brow, and it kind of... Your combined 4 brain cells connect. He took a drink of something on the plane behind the bar.
Did you maybe eat something while at the horse race? Is it
It was in
possible
the
you just
car
had
the
food
whole
poisoning?
time.
Wait,
You did
When
have
you're on the
anti-magic
plane.
Bobs.
when you were on the plane when we were flying over, didn't you have something to drink from the bar?
Yes,
Didn't you
but
say it was like spicy or something, right?
I mean, I guess, but usually vodka, especially lower grade vodka, burns, so that's nothing new.
We don't keep cheap
Hey, I
vodka
made
on
sure
the
we
plane.
had good quality vodka.
We have a question with this.
You have like anti-magic vodka or something back there?
I will say it was a weird quality because I actually did feel intoxicated from it. Normally, it takes a lot more to do that, but at the same time, that's it. Literally, that and an apple I had last night.
Well,
Was
okay,
it an unmarked bottle?
I don't.
I'm gonna.
History.
Would it be under history?
Yep.
Okay.
Look, when we get back to the plane, we can find the bottle. It might be something.
It was a completely clear, smooth bottle with no decal or anything on it, and it was full of clear liquid.
It was a smooth, clear bottle, had no label on it. I kind of assumed it was either like a moonshine vodka or something like that. Which again, I know moonshine burns, so that's nothing new.
I think that may have been the holy water I made for Hachu.
Wait, holy water?
You don't what?
Why do you keep holy water at the bar?
Oh, remember how we've been? Remember how we've been dealing with demons who have been bothering us?
Wait, if I drank holy water, how am I even standing here talking to you guys? That thing would have basically eviscerated me.
Well, I think we found out why you can't use your magic currently.
Well, you did nurse it.
You gotta be kidding me.
I suppose there's something about intent behind it.
I'm at a loss. That is terribly unfortunate.
So you mean to tell me, because of my own ignorance, which I guess I'm willing to accept that, I basically nullified my own powers. Because you people, for some reason, can't bother to delay. Is it like somebody's going to come and attack you and then bother to read the damn labels while doing it? You could have
No,
put
the plan was to
something on
throw it at whatever came and attacked.
there. Do you think they're going to have the time to read a bottle as it flies at them?
No, but you're going to have the time to grab a bunch and keep throwing them.
Even if it's not the holy water, it's high-proof alcohol that can be set on fire.
I'm going to rephrase this again. I'm surrounded by idiots. And I don't mean that in a term that's directly at you guys, just in general. Ever since I came here, it's just, I swear, mortals, for some reason, are just don't think about things and are kind of inconsiderate of other people.
We'll label the holy water next time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, up until you showed up, the only demonic entities we had encountered with were explicitly out to harm us.
He's just gonna sit down. He's like,
I need a minute.
When was the last time you went to the bathroom?
Huh?
Oh no.
Honestly, I can't remember.
Perhaps try that and call me in the morning?
What if we just pumped him full of regular water? Like
Try
flush it
to
out.
flush him? That might work.
I mean, it's just the way water is distributed. I mean, it's partially in his blood. We just overhydrate him.
Surely it'll have to pass eventually.
Alex, just drink a lot. Just drink lots of water, and just.
I couldn't help but overhear through my walls. Perhaps cranberry juice might work? And you see stepping through the door underneath you is Miss Harper.
What kind of layout front room is this? I thought we were all just standing in the front room.
It's a foyer. It's the fucking spine of the house.
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
literally
but the door underneath us, is she like kind of like stepping out of like a Jerry mouse hole and sizing up?
She comes out of the fucking basement with a
More
pitcher
like
of cranberry juice.
more like it's a flat tile floor, but the way that she starts appearing through the floor is like she's walking up steps as she stops beside all of you.
Yeah, give him the. Yeah, drink that. It's a good start.
This would be a good idea.
How exactly does that nullify holy water?
It doesn't. It just helps it pass through you.
Speaking of cranberry juice, I'm gonna be right back.
You made him thirsty.
I have a Baja
No, the opposite of that.
because I'm a Kyle.
He's taking a piss right now.
Drink all of it.
I can fetch some if you would like.
Yes, of course.
That would be very useful, thank you.
I'll take the tallest glass you have, please. Thank you.
She just kind of looks over at like the flat wall next to you guys and raises a hand up gently with a not even audible snap of her finger, and then goes back to just contentedly looking to you. And about 10 seconds later, the hallway leading to the dining room, one of the servants come walking by, and they have on the tray a proper like sun pitcher of cranberry juice and 2 glasses, and they kind of walk over and stand idly.
I'm gonna help myself.
He'll lean down really low so you can pour yourself a couple glasses and chug some cranberry juice.
My guy's double-fisted glasses
you.
of cranberry juice in the morning.
Out of character.
I
Pulls
gotta
out a
act
tiny-
quick. I got a piss test in like 4 hours.
Pulls out a
gonna
tiny
kill me.
stool. Pulls out a tiny stool, sets the silver platter with the silver cups on it.
Jesus.
Yeah, you drink a couple glasses of cranberry juice. You get a hint that there's like pomegranate and some other stuff in there too.
Oh, nice.
After you drink that down, the server eventually rises up, walks away, and Miss Harper looks a little awkwardly and kind of puts a hand to her chin for a moment. Well, I suppose you won't be leaving immediately, considering... Unless you're okay with taking a pit stop on the side of the road, or your transportation has a latrine in it.
I'll be fine.
You guys can't be serious. I personally don't want to go anywhere till this is resolved.
I'm just
You're
gonna go
welcome.
talk to the knights again.
You're welcome to stay, but if you are going to speak to the Knights of Coronado, they're just right
Good
down the
Lord.
street.
Hold on, I'll be right back. My dog's freaking out.
Wait, well, I'm kind of itching to get moving, so maybe we wrap this up.
She kind of looks over for a moment, leaning forward just some. Mr. Copeland, might I ask what you're looking for?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking for that fuck I was supposed to give for this bullshit. You know, supposed to be on the road already. I just want to get this thing
Okay, I'm
moving
back.
along.
Well, I do believe if you do need to, then you could always pull off on the side of the road, and I'm pretty sure the church would have some manner of latrine, I suppose.
I look at her kind of funny. Sorry. What? Oh, yes, of course. Though I don't see a church accepting that kind of a donation, that kind of charity. But I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
That's for you all to decide and handle, as I haven't had that many altercations with them personally. But you
Kinda
seem
give
to
her
be
a
in a
look.
good rapport with them.
After yesterday.
I'm gonna take another glass and just pretty much fill up on cranberry juice.
All right.
That's my breakfast.
Sounds good. She kind of gives
So
a
since
nod
our-
and... Oh,
Since our companion here is next to useless, and we have ourselves live bait, as it were, are we all ready to go now? Because it's time to hit the road.
Leroy, pull your panties out of your ass crack already, would you?
Why are you so impatient today?
I'm just ready to get out of here. I'm tired of hearing all this hullabaloo over some lost skills.
Well, then get the hell out of here!
I personally
Why?
don't want to go anywhere while I'm practically defenseless right now.
I'm
Sorry.
debating pulling out a pistol and pointing it at him, saying, "You're coming whether you like it or not."
Please don't do that.
Like I said,
Out of character.
I am flipping a coin in my head, and
Oh, no.
I'm just gonna
Out of
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, I don't have time for this babble, this This rabbling, this is beneath me. I will scout ahead.
Out of character, literally, he's the one that breaks Alexander's like goody two shoes personality to the point he's just a raging asshole. Never thought that happened.
As you guys are discussing and looking at each other, I need everybody to make me a con save.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck
Hey.
you, DM.
Con save.
Con save.
It's
Oh,
counting
no.
down.
It's only going lower from here. I think we need Hachu.
Come on, Hachu, give us a nice 8.
Achoo.
Yahoo.
No,
Damn.
nice.
Oh
you're
my
close.
Nobody got above a 22 as all of you find yourself hit with silence and you are sitting inside a kind of person-sized ball, very similar to the one that Peter casts. And Marianne is rubbing her temple.
Hang on. Is that a spell that's being used on me?
Mm-hmm.
Might have to fix that. Let's see. Yeah, make a charisma saving throw.
What is this charisma save?
Defective merchandise. As a
Oh.
reaction, when a creature within 60 feet of you attempts to cast a spell, you can force that creature to make a charisma saving throw by spending 50 gold. If it fails at DC 14, the magic does not activate on that creature's turn or ceases to function for that turn.
All right. Spend $50. Let me roll. Heh. That's a 17 without any of her modifiers.
Oh, fuck you. Roll it again. There's a luck point.
That's a 15 without modifiers.
God damn you.
If we add modifiers, it's a +8.
Jesus. God, she's scary.
I'm
Yeah.
face palming.
I'm just I'm flicking my finger and wondering what's not working.
She
Looking
just-
at my finger like,
Why isn't this working? She kind of rubs her temple, walks out towards the middle. Alexander and Torrens, like, balls, the little, like, orb that they're held in are a little bit smaller. Hachu, unfortunately, looks like a Beanie Baby stuffed into a larger one at the moment. And she just kind of... I was hoping for a little more competency. After all, some of the stories that have been delivered to me inspired confidence and cooperation. I wasn't aware that there was this much turmoil going on within your party. Regardless, I will say this. While you are in the Confederacy, and while you wish to maintain support and my aid, I do ask that you all do cooperate more in whatever bygones you might have with each other, or accidental drinks you might be partaking of, or previous scuttles you might have that have planted shiners on one or the other's eye. I do suggest you put that aside for now. Your father did make a very good point that you are going to the Fey Realm, likely. And there can't be room for interpersonal sour relations. Now I'm gonna let the spell down, and you still have my blessing and my support. But I'd recommend going at each other's throats after you complete this, as, call it selfish if you will. Succeeding on this mission does very much benefit me and my kinsmen, so I am personally invested. And I know your late party member would be rather ashamed to see those that she came to trust at each other in the way that you are. And she kind of flicks her thumb lightly as the spheres all pop and the sound comes back and you're able to talk again.
I just want to say sorry to everyone. I'm really nervous. I'm not really made for this field work, and without like my powers and stuff, like I'm completely defenseless, and it absolutely terrifies me.
No, that's understandable. Miss Marianne, I'd appreciate it if you didn't contain me again. I don't like that.
I don't intend
gonna
to do so
echo-
again.
I'm gonna echo Torn and say your invitation to the Copeland Christmas party is in danger of being rescinded.
Torn's gonna walk
I-
out. He's like, nope. It's this girl storming out the front door.
Let's just go.
I apologize for
Come on,
our
Alexander.
collective outbursts. Alexander, we will protect you for the moment at least, while we make our way down to the church.
I do believe whatever the
Right.
holy water is that he drank will likely be filtering out of him over the next hour or two, and you should be feeling right as rain.
I will
I appreciate the help.
I will be tipping my hat at the lady because regardless of what happened, I still maintain a sense of some decorum.
Mhm.
Tip my hat at the lady. My back is stiff, and I will march myself right out. And do not pass go. Do not collect $200 Confederate dollars.
Torn, then Nikos and Alexander, then Leroy. Miss Harper looks over to you, Peter, for a moment and kind of raises a hand gently. If I might have a quick private word with you before you depart.
Sure.
Nothing serious or important, just a quick note. As the rest of the party kind of filters out and starts making her way over to the aircraft that is starting to putter up on the landing strip not too far away. She kind of steps over, puts her hands in a little ball once again, and kind of looks at the ground for a moment, standing beside you, both kind of facing the door. You know, my late husband Leon had rather inspired individuals who he worked alongside with. They were a pretty eclectic bunch. Union Rangers, Forest Spirits, the Rascal Coyote, small little demi-dragons. It was a very odd and ramshackle group, but he was the one who kept them all together. And I don't see it as coincidence that he was also the only one of God. The things that they achieved, and, well, the veil that they managed to put back up after it was torn down, it was largely only achieved because he kept them together. And she just kind of looks over to you, gives a little nod, turns into a smile, and will kind of turn and start walking towards the dining room and around the corner.
As she walks away, I'll give her a bow and follow everyone else out.
You walk over, people are boarding the plane, you guys are starting to hop on board, you see the
We're not boarding the plane yet. We gotta go back to the church to talk to the knights about unless people are boarding the plane, it's just gonna be me over there talking to them.
Does the party want to go back in view, or are you guys gonna stand by while he goes to visit?
Torn, I'd
might
say
as well go.
probably boarding the plane.
Alright. I wanted to give a option between the two. So who wants to board the plane? Who wants to go to the church?
I'll go with the majority.
Alright. So Nico.
I'll just go to the plane.
I have no shits to deposit for charity at the church. I'm going to the plane.
Alright. So the three of you.
Looks like
Hachu, Leroy,
only Peter
and...
is going, because I'll be on the plane to help try keep Torn and Leroy separate.
Alright. So if the four of you
What
are
was I gonna say?
hopping on the plane, Alexander, you want to go with Peter to the church or hang with the party on the plane for a while?
Whoever the majority is.
That'd be on the plane then. Alright. Yeah, they all hop
I
on
swear,
the
if I
plane.
walk in and they're swimming in money like Scrooge McDuck.
You guys will board the
Pointedly-
plane and have a little while to hang out. Oh,
Pointedly seeing that Leroy has also boarded the plane, Torn is going to low-key barricade himself in the cockpit with the excuse of doing pre-flight checks.
alright. Yeah, you'll be able to do that, hanging out with the two pilots who have now gotten a little more disheveled. They got their top buttons undone on their tan button-up, like, safari shirts. They're getting full into, yeah, we're private industry.
Can I
You
do
also notice...
investigation on the plane.
What are you looking for?
Parachutes.
Sure. There is a set of 8 parachutes in the back.
I'm going to head to the lavatory and clean myself up. I have a feeling wandering the area at night probably
Got a little
involved falling
dusty
in
and
places.
muddy,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Can
be able to
I,
head back and clean it.
Is there a crewmaster or whatever on board this flight?
Just a pilot and a co-pilot and you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the pilot's door and tell him that, we might want to consider lightening the load for better performance and toss the parachutes overboard.
The pilot kind of looks to you, Torn, and looks back. That won't be necessary, sir.
I'm gonna roll persuasion anyway.
That? He kind of nods for a moment. Well, I will take your aerial quality and knowledge to heart. I don't believe it would serve us any additional weight or purpose being down only 8 pounds.
I look a little miffed and go back to the crew cabin.
He kind of gives a little bit of a wink to you, Torn, and goes back to doing the pre-flight checks. Yeah, you'll be cleaning up. You guys will be hanging out, doing pre-flights. We'll go to Peter, who's able to hop in your guys' car, and you'll take a nice, quick little ride. Nice. Wow. Down the road, pulling up in front of the church. What are you doing, Leroy?
I'm sabotaging the parachutes.
Why would you do that?
Well, you're doing so in front of the entire party, except for Alexander and Torn. So Hachu and Nikos, you are watching him walk over and just fucking with the parachute ties.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just don't worry about me.
What? Why are you messing with the parachutes? What are you doing?
It's not like we're gonna need them anyway.
But you would still want them to be in working order.
Those pilots don't have magic, right?
We didn't need them the last time we jumped out of this perfectly good airplane.
But yeah,
while you're right on that, but still.
We have a priest. We'll be fine. This is the moment when Hachu wraps me in his coil. Sit still.
Is that what you
Hachu.
want?
I am feeling a bit malicious, yes. Because I spent the night forgetting my head painted in. It's gonna linger for a little bit.
God.
I'm sorry, is this conversation being heard through the door?
You won't be able to hear it at the front of the plane, but Alexander
Okay,
will
good.
overhear a couple of the little murmurs between the three of them. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. Peter, you're brought forward and parked nice and gently at the front steps. He steps out, opens the door for you, and you're able to make your way up the front steps to the entrance to the church.
There's not really any front steps, though. Oh, never mind. There's a few.
There's like 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and see who's there.
You open doors, step on inside, and you got the dean that you met previously, Dean Wilkinson, standing there, and he's talking with the little kobold nun and the quasi-tiefling paladin next to her, who are sitting there. Just maybe 5 or 6 other people silently praying in their pews. There's one nun in the background walking by, and he kind of pauses, looks over his shoulder to you. Looks over to them, gives a quick little nod. They both nod back and go to just kind of looking forward and idly waiting as he'll walk over to you cautiously and comes to a stop. Ah, Father Troikov, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you, too. I hope all your winnings haven't gotten to your head.
Oh, no, I've made it my primary mission to keep the bishop's head about himself. He's very inspired to help as much as possible. It's a matter of making sure he doesn't overspend on things that don't require as much as he would like to put into it.
I understand.
He truly does wish to help, but he can find himself a little over ecstatic in how he tries to help sometimes. But what can I do for you, Father?
I have actually come to, again, ask your advice, however, on a different topic this time.
And what would that be?
I understand you have some relations with the fairies of the Southern Vale.
We do, although mostly more associated with our Knights of Columbus, but we have had conversations and some practice with them.
After we leave here, we are going to be working with them, and I was hoping for any information or advice you could possibly give me.
Ah, yes. Well, to my understanding, although I will admit most of my knowledge of them is fairly surface level, as I've not personally had any involvement with them, but I believe their chapter, and they do organize themselves in chapters, much like we do. They have 5 or 6 chapters across different parts of the United States and the Confederacy, and one of them is located in Birmingham, particularly just outside of the college, and that particular group oversees much of this area and have been giving particular attention to areas in Florida where the growth and wild growth have been a bit more abundant, and it's to my understanding that their main practice is to work with any available groups to ensure that the things from other realms remain in their realms whenever they should pass through. I believe they refer to it as the Veil, and it does have regular intervals where it will open and close at times upon us. And sometimes things will slip through, and sometimes other things like small towns or the occasional person will be pulled through, unfortunately, and not seen again. They make it their mission to so close that hole as soon as it should open, or when they can, attempt to retrieve those who have fallen through. Did you have any particular question to him?
I was curious if you knew anything about their practical operations, since we are going to be working with them.
I do believe they work similar to a knightly lance in practice. Small groups of 5 or 6 at a time with different specialities and magical presence to them. Some stories have made them very akin to musketeers, small elite groups of fighters and the like who will go to combat larger creatures and things of that sort that might come through, and different anomalies and magical presences, much of them carrying a very mystical and musical persuasion to them. I believe some practices would call them bards largely, utilizing music and sound and instruments to their favor. However, if I was to give an equivalent, they do operate quite similarly to much of our knightly orders and their field units. Much like a sheriff and their deputies, each residing over a small area and responding to anything that might occur within their area, occasionally borrowing from one or another chapter to aid in larger and smaller incidents.
And do you know anything about the other side of the veil?
Me personally, no. Although there are a handful that have dared to venture across. Although, to my knowledge, only one or two have actually returned. Although, unfortunately, as the rumor and somewhat word-of-mouth news would suggest, somewhat driven to various forms of madness or physical alterations that have made it so that they don't wish to go back again. But to my understanding, there are a couple works and writings on this subject, but everything from water being miscolored, the sky being the floor, trees being upside down, roots in the air, things of that sort, and all kinds of benign creatures are ever present.
Do you by any chance know the names of these books?
I am
Or
aware
have a copy
of...
I can skim through quickly?
We unfortunately don't have any copies, but I am aware of one that may or may not be floating around within the fairies' belonging, at least to my understanding. It's called the Book of the Fae. Pretty on the nose, written by a sort of archaeologist and historian who dared to venture in there and was gone for a certain number of years immediately after the Veil first opened. I believe he returned around 1901, 1902. I think they identified it as the Voynich manuscript. If you should be able to find it or search for it, that would be one of the most direct and solid first-hand accounts, although if you ask some of the other persons here and of other orders, they would simply jot it down as insane ramblings and crazy cartoons written by a man driven to madness.
Alright. Well, thank you for your assistance.
Of course. I'm happy I can help. And if there's anything else you should need or need us to look to, simply call to us. I can guarantee the bishop will be more than happy to assist how he can.
I will keep that in mind, thank you.
Pleasure.
I can bow to him and head out.
We'll give a nice kind of half bow and a nice kind of quaint God be with you as you're able to head on out and hop back in the car and make your way on back. As you're traveling on back, Alexander, roll me 2 con saves, sir.
No, don't make him do it.
Well, the first half of your equivalent of passing a gallstone goes swimmingly as the cranberry juice runs right through you. However, after about 2 minutes into that piss, you realize, wow, I only feel like I've emptied maybe 2/3 of my bladder. And the last third of that 3-minute long piss, it hurts. It's not great. You're got like one hand on the edge of the toilet. You're leaning forward. You're having a rough time. There's a couple goat bleats that are gonna unfortunately sound out. It's you're passing one hell of a holy water stone, and you're
Oh my gosh.
you're gonna be a little hot piss feeling for a day or two, passing what was left of the holy water out. But
Oh no, it burns coming out too!
yeah, a little bit, yeah. But as it recedes and you get the last couple shakes out, you're able to let out the greatest sigh you've ever felt. And
It doesn't do any damage, does it?
Nah. Doesn't do no damage,
Psychic
but it
damage,
is
billion.
a little bit of psychic damage and a little bit of like damage. But you feel a lot of the warmth and the kind of stinging that you felt when you drank it down leaves you fully as you fully empty your bladder of the cranberry pomegranate mix. And you feel a lot better. You feel lighter. Your feet don't feel quite as heavy as you have one of the most releasing pisses you've had in years.
I'm still gonna ball up on the floor and just
Roll Roll me Arcana, Alexander.
You need a what?
Roll me Arcana. As you're kind of in pain and crunched up, you feel yourself wanting to cast magic of some sort, and you can feel some strains of the kind of hellish magic rolling through your hand and your fingertips.
Cast Fireball on plane.
The tiny 5x5, the 5x5 bathroom just explodes.
Hey guys, it works.
But
Just
you do
literally
feel,
floating like Goku, like, I'm gonna burn all of you.
You do feel your magic coming back to you, and you do feel a lot better and capable once again.
Shivering, I'm gonna sort of prop myself up. Open a door and just kind of stagger out, and I'm literally gonna find a chair and I'm gonna just lay down, like sit down, but like kind of that super like
Slouch.
reclined.
Yeah.
It's like,
You walk right
You're
past
feeling
the,
better?
Yeah.
That by far has to be the most painful thing I've gone through. And I've gone through medical testing before. Ugh.
You see
I
him
don't know
walk
what
past the
he's
two of
complaining
you,
about.
and he walks past the two of you and slouches into his chair as you're able to turn your attention back towards Leroy.
I'm gonna take one of
fiddling
the-
with the parachute and going, I don't know what he's complaining about. All I had to do was bend over and let an old man look at my asshole.
I'm gonna take one of the parachutes from him and take a look at it.
Roll me investigation, Nikos.
You got it.
You totally know how a parachute works, and it looks like a parachute.
You know what?
Alright.
I see it. I'm gonna look at it too. Why not? I'm just like,
Give me investigation, Hachu.
I know we're always full of shit, so better idea than he does.
This parachute is folded,
Yeah.
and it has the proper creased corners and the straps going
I'm
over
gonna
it.
just kind of pick up on there, just rustling, and I'm just gonna look over.
He cut the chutes. God, you guys are idiots.
Oh my god. Yeah, with that 27, you're able to look.
That's a history roll.
Yeah, that's history. You got real investigation. I was like,
I
wait
was
a minute.
one. I was
on.
one. Yeah, sorry.
I was like, damn,
Oh,
Alexander
I
knows
was
about
reading
parachutes.
insight. There we go. Still,
Still good.
22 is good
Damn.
enough.
Alexander, you peek over. Hachu has one in his hands, and Nikos is tilting the other one sideways, looking at it, while Leroy is standing in front of him. You're able to look at the one in Nikos' hands. You can tell where the corners are supposed to be creased inwards a certain way, and are actually creased kind of upwards and outwards instead, which would result in not only a failure to open, but a high likeliness that it would kind of what you would call death ball, and possibly restrain and wrap around the person attempting to deploy it.
I'll look over at you guys and be like,
Why do you guys do this? Like,
What?
what? Ugh. Who's sabotaging the shoots? Are you guys just doing this for fun, or do you guys like have a weird like death wish, or
The old man does.
I don't
Leroy.
understand.
I have no idea. Look, where's your sense of adventure?
Leroy, what is your goal with all this?
Are you trying to get someone killed?
It's conceivable. But for the sake of for the sake of trying to keep the peace, let's just chalk it up to having a sense of adventure, daring do, prove yourself. You don't need this parachute to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. We have magic. Who needs parachutes?
Having a backup is a good idea.
It's
And
called
I'd
hot
prefer
shoe.
not to have that backup result in my death. Thank you.
It's called hot shoe. We just bounce off of his prodigious scaly form. That's all. Just shamelessly.
Is there a
trying
way
not
I
to
can
go
cast fear without it being an actual like cone? Can I do it on one person in particular and not have the collateral damage?
If you roll
You're
me,
getting pulled out again. I hope you know that.
if you roll me Arcana first, you'll be able to cast it on one in particular. Yeah. Yeah, you can hard focus it specifically on Leroy if you wish to cast it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a good old dose of fear.
All right, Leroy.
Kobolds! Flying kobolds! Yankee flying kobolds!
Nah,
Pulling out my gun.
something different. I need you to roll a Wisdom save, Leroy. Ooh.
Flying fucking kobolds! Flying Yankee kobolds! God damn it!
I want to give him the vision of literally falling to his death repeatedly.
Nah, your fear works a tad different, remember.
Okay.
I'm gonna DM him what he sees, and I'm gonna DM it to you, Alexander. So let me type this up real quick while you guys chit chat.
I can't control my own fearscape. I'm gonna end up being straitjacketed for the rest of this fight.
You're careful. You're gonna end up
Just
dead.
might. Like, honestly, man.
I'm a little unhinged at this
You've
point.
done the impossible because I played Alexander in one other campaign and he's like the nicest guy ever. You actually made an enemy out of probably the nicest character in any campaign.
I am playing a racist bastard, and a racist in the truest sense.
I don't know.
It could be a black man. I wouldn't care whatsoever. It's the fact that you are not a human.
You're lucky Peter has the patience of a saint, because IRL I would have beat the shit out of you by now.
You're lucky Torin isn't there right now.
Torin's behind the door because he doesn't want to deal with it.
I'm just dumbfounded that literally the most polite knights, because he hates his infernal heritage, so he tries to do everything to kind of go away from it if he can. But you've gotten him to the point where he twice used fear on you.
I can in real life I can push buttons. I can be malicious. But I'm not a racist. I'm far from it. So this is an
that's all
opportunity
good
for me to play the bad guy in a sense.
It's suicidal, man.
I'm basically just saying it's very effective because you pissed off the nicest guy ever.
You're suicidal, man. We all literally depend on each other to not fucking die.
Yeah, where were you when the Westfold fell? Okay, where were you when my head was getting slammed into a desk?
In the room with you.
To be fair, he was trying to.
Yeah, you were watching. You were. You know what you were doing? You were pulling the fucking Ukrainian girl on the subway, getting fucking shanked to death. You're just watching this happen.
I mean, I
was trying to get between you and
one.
I was trying to get between you and Torin.
Hey, look, your mom.
Yeah, because his mom showed up. You can't blame him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Leroy is feeling very jaded right now, and the negatives of his negative traits are really popping up. So it's gonna take a hard campaign, it's gonna take a brutal adventure for him to kind of like get it all out.
Depending on the con saves I might or might not have to make going forward, it might be a brutal campaign for him in the next 10 minutes.
If you come out of that cockpit, you're getting shot.
Yeah, that won't go well.
I thought I had like that.
Realize without Peter there to save you, they might just kill you.
It's all right.
Considering you're doing attempted murder right now.
No, I'm not doing attempted murder. Remember, we
You kind of are.
good airplane without parachutes in the past. It's in the history.
Still.
I mean, if it's not
The last-
murder,
now,
it's
granted, I mean-
conspiracy to commit murder. So
I could have sworn I had Toll of the Dead, but apparently not.
I do.
It's God,
Oof. Can you imagine
God.
that on top of it?
I mean, look at it this way. This is
what-
also an
what's-
opportunity to raise Leroy from the dead and have an undead, potential undead
No.
president of the Confederacy.
No.
You
Hey, I'll
could
just
be
leave- keep raising you
Alexander's
from the
first
dead.
contract. That would be awesome.
See, I could.
That could be scary. You could have the financial backing of a nation, a fledgling empire.
I mean, I can raise it from the dead. I'll just have it be a pack meal for us the rest of the campaign.
I sent you both the message of the image that you see cast upon him, Alexander, and Peter.
Oh, what kind of nightmare is this?
I'm not there. I'm still coming back. So
Or not Peter, Alexander, and then Leroy. This is the imagery that is kind of overtaking everything around you as the plane and Nikos and Hachu fade away, and this is the imagery that you're kind of stuck with in your current position. I would like a charisma save from you,
I am
Leroy.
so confused. I am so confused. And maybe that's the fear. I'm confused.
Yeah, you.
Wisdom or Constitution?
Charisma.
Oh, Chris.
Is there? Can I definitely say, and this is ultimately up to you, DM, but I love the idea of it just being absolutely frigid whenever you're casted with like fear.
Oh, very much so. With that 15, he does keep himself together pretty well, but Nikos and Hachu, especially being like almost directly in front of him, you guys can distinctly tell he's seeing something passing through you guys, and it is definitely like kind of pulling at him as his eyes are kind of looking left and right.
Perspiring, my mustache is twitching.
I'm literally gonna lean back in my chair, is like, I swear you guys are turning me into a demon.
Oh, did you cast it on him?
Necessary means, unfortunately.
No, I won't disagree with you on that. He kind of deserved it.
Hands are kind of flexing.
I'm just glad I didn't get caught in the crossfire.
We might need to replace those parachutes before we take off, and we might need to secure them a little better so he can't sabotage
We can
them.
cast some mending on it, but yeah, I think securing them better might be a good idea.
As he's
I
kind
mean,
of
hey,
going...
I can double down on him.
As he's kind of going through the throes of this, you hear a couple steps outside as Peter, the car pulls up, the plane's ready to go, you're able to step out, and the driver gives a nice little nod to you and doesn't give too much time as he starts to pull away, and you're able to start walking up the steps to board the plane.
I'll make my way in. Do you want me to roll perception to see if I notice Leroy having a almost panic attack?
You can roll me perception. Kind of. You see Alexander slumped. You see Hachu and Nikos towards the back, about to enter the cargo area, looking at Leroy, but you don't really notice particularly what's going on with Leroy, but it does seem like they're all pointedly looking his direction.
Did you pass the holy water?
No.
Alexander?
What? Sorry, what was the question?
Did you pass the holy water?
Yes, I did, and unfortunately, I already had to use my magic. It definitely works, but what
Did you have
is
Leroy?
this guy's problem?
Leroy sabotaged the parachutes.
You what?
I'm looking at him.
Why?
I don't know.
He's a psychotic. That's probably why. I'm not one to hold grudges or anything, but this guy's doing a good job of really getting on my bad side. I didn't even think I had a bad side.
Can you check if he's like possessed or something, or under some sort
I'd
of?
wait. I would wait until his
Wow.
little episode's over. I think he
Yeah,
earned
that's
the ride
fair.
that he's on right now.
No, I agree with that.
Drop it. What did he... drop the spell. What did he do to the parachutes?
I'm gonna dispel it.
As you dispel it, the image of the plane, and now Peter also looking towards you, Leroy, are standing in front of you.
What the? Where is that little hobgoblin? I'm gonna murder him.
No, you're not going to murder anybody, despite the
Listen
fact
here,
you're
you
apparently trying
fat
to get us all
priest.
killed. Why are you here, Leroy?
Ugh. Honestly, to be honest, I have no idea. After what happened in DC, I have no idea. But they wanted to let me out, and they wanted me out of the city, so here I am. I'm still technically under contract, so here I am. Maybe I just need to get it out of my system. So wherever we're supposed to go, let us get there, because I need something to murder.
Leroy, you need to understand. We need to be able to count on each other at any time.
That would have been nice to know a few days ago. And I'm just gonna fold my arms. I'm gonna tilt my hat. No, sorry, I'm gonna tilt my hat down. Fold my buckle myself in. Fold my arms, and I am not gonna talk to anybody unless you force me to.
Well, okay.
That was probably an appropriate time for Torin to brave leaving the cockpit.
I mean, hey, I can do some magic. Literally.
Can the parachutes be fixed with mending?
Well, they weren't
Not
really
broken, they're rearranged.
damaged. They were just folded improperly.
Leroy, before we leave, you need to fix the parachutes.
At this moment,
Leroy,
the cockpit door slams open.
All right, we're good to go.
No, we're not.
Everybody
be a
in the
few more
back,
minutes.
button up. We're gonna be a few more minutes. Okay.
A few more minutes.
Let me know when we're ready then. You hear a clink of a glass up front as the pilot and co-pilot kind of sit back and get cozy again. Just.
Why can't we leave?
Just
We don't have
wait
any
a minute.
functioning parachutes.
Yeah, we do. They're
Wait
right
a
there.
minute. Leroy, you need to fix the parachutes.
No. Do not trust him with fixing the parachutes. That's the last person that should be touching those things.
What is going on?
Your friend decided to sabotage all the parachutes on the plane for whatever psychotic reason.
Preemptively kind of scoot into the hallway and just kind of stand.
Become wall TM.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 19 for con.
Oh, well that makes perfect sense. I suppose we should fix them, shouldn't we?
No, Leroy should fix them.
No, he shouldn't. That's the last person you should have him fixed.
That's fine. No, I know how to pack a parachute. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, what's so Torin's just gonna go and fucking pull out a
Give
shoot,
me
look at it.
investigation, Torn.
That's a 19 plus 7.
You read the standard 1922 and the 1928 edition of military parachutes, as well as reading up on the plane, because you know the exact ones on there. You can look at them instantly and be like, oh, well, the top
Yes.
corners of both need to be folded inwards
This
instead
is-
of outwards.
packed horribly. If you tried to open this in flight, it would wrap around you and you'd spiral to your death. That's a problem. Let's just get to fixing this. I'm just gonna.
Give me a sleight of hand.
All the time.
Oh
really
yeah,
deep breaths.
You're able to fix all of them and just.
I'd say we're good to go. We should get the pilot. Hey, can we go? Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. Yeah.
You're good to go now.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
All right, grab yourself some seats. I haven't done a mud takeoff in a minute.
Oh, great.
I'm just still sitting there sulking behind my hat.
I'm gonna
Nobody
sit
can see me
across from
sulking
Leroy.
behind my hat. I'm invisible.
The plane gives a little rock forward, and the engines start to putter up and speed forward.
There's a note. I have one note. Torn is going to fix every parachute but one. And he is going to write Leroy Copeland on the one that is not working.
Noted.
Okay, that's it.
I'm not surprised.
Alright. Nikos notices that. He definitely spots that in the corner of his eye.
Be the bigger man.
I'm not a man. I'm a kobold.
And this is why he gets treated by Leroy. Racist bastard.
As the plane takes forward and rockets off the ground with a nice little slump, you feel the slight vibration as the wheels pull up inside. And very quickly, you guys are now departing and making your way towards the Everglades and the airfield down near Miami. You guys will have a little bit of a flight time on the way there.
Could use a drink. Hey, Alexander, look, it's your beverage of choice.
I'm good.
Try to read labels this time.
I'm not drinking anymore.
Torrance just like holding the bottle of holy water, like, haha.
Attention,
you mark that?
crew and wondrous company. We are on our way now. We will be arriving to our destination of the private landing strip just outside. Oh, what city is this? I'm still getting familiar with the map. However, we have been designated to go to a private landing strip with a small hangar and tiny amenities. Once there, we'll be touching down, and we will be on standby while you proceed to do whatever it is you're needing to do down here. We got about an hour-long flight ahead of us, so get comfy, stay comfy. Try not to drink all the rum. I've become rather fancy of it. Click.
Well, they found the PA system finally.
We have the PA system?
Apparently.
Roll me investigation, any of you that are questioning that.
Also, why did I say crew? There's only two of them.
Not 20.
And they're both up there.
Torin, you look up as you guys are having this epiphany of like, wow, they're speaking to us through speakers. The wires haven't been fully hidden within the frame yet, but you can see where these guys are taking it a next step of, we are a private enterprise, we are a shuttle service, and they have installed two of those kind of metalish, smaller speakers up in the corners, and you can still see the cables running up towards the cabin.
Great.
Next thing you know, we'll have flight attendants.
But don't tempt fate.
Torrin is gonna mark the holy water. He's gonna like draw a cross on it, do like some clouds and some like little god rays and shit. Like he's got time. He's
like a full art project.
yeah, just like 35 minutes spent like drawing a pretty picture on the fucking bottle.
That works.
That's a good distraction and a good reason to not look at Leroy.
You guys are flying along for a while. You're able to label the 3 or 4 bottles behind the cabinet with a nice little Orthodox cross on it, some little designs with the marker, or the grease marker, I suppose.
One's got a picture of a demon like dying and like burning in acid, and like a little cartoon Peter throwing like a fucking bottle at him.
Yeah.
Then the last one he got lazy. It just says holy water on it.
That works.
Is it spelled properly, or is it just like HOL wah?
HOLEE W, and then you ran out of space on the bottle.
Right in his acrylic.
These look like Russian letters, I think.
Acrylic friggin' cursive.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna go pay a visit to the pilots.
Alright.
Whoa, Nikos has never done that.
The door is
I'm also
partially...
grabbing the parachute marked Leroy Copeland.
Alright. You go walking up with the parachute in hands, the door's partially cracked, and you hear the two of them idly chatting to each other on the other side of the little draw side door.
I assume you guys know how to properly pack a parachute, right?
Huh? One moment. And he kind of leans over in the seat and scoots the door fully open with his hand and goes back to holding the joystick and kind of looks to you. What was that, mate?
I noticed that one of the parachutes isn't properly packed. Can you help me fix this?
Oh,
I don't want to mess it up myself.
Sure. Pass it over. I'll take a look at it. You see him flick a switch and set it to
Hand it
primary
over.
for just one of them to pilot. And he'll take the parachute, set it in his lap. This isn't how we left it when we packed it.
It's a long story.
Did you use it for something?
Just don't worry about it.
Okay, well, let's see. And you'll see him kind of finagle and start messing with it, and he starts to pull some of the corners outwards and then starts to kind of tuck them back in, undoes the strap on the middle, tucks it fully, puts the strap back over, tightens it. Personally, I would say it needs to be fully unpacked and repacked to guarantee, but it doesn't look like it was hampered with much at all, so it should be good.
Alright, thank
I'll
you.
Hold it back over to you.
I'll go put it back with the others.
Appreciated. Heard some scuffle back there. Everything okay?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Kind of squints a little bit, looks to the co-pilot. Co-pilot gives a
I'm
shrug.
not giving any further explanation. I'm just walking away.
They kind of look to each other for a half moment. He reaches over, closes the door fully, and it makes a little latch click. Kind of shake their heads to each other. Flicks the switch, goes back to dual piloting. Maybe we should start doing private charters. I mean, we have the plane, we have the record and the funding now. No reason we couldn't. Yeah, but they've also been pretty kind to us too. I mean, how else would we afford a plane like this? Good point. Yeah, maybe they all die. No, don't say that. Yeah, I know, that's... They argue a lot, don't they? Yeah. You ever been to Florida? I've never left the UK. Ah, good point. I hear it's humid. Yeah. You see him start to unbutton his top button, and they go back to just flying.
The chest hair is a fashion accessory.
It is now. As
That was the 1930s, not the 1960s.
As you guys
It's the 1960s for them.
find your way flying along, and you start making a nice casual descent after a little while. Banks around, and you start descending down. I need to double check some notes here real quick, because I need to make
I will
sure
definitely-
I get the right city.
I will definitely say I slept for most of the flight, having not really been resting during the evening.
Solid.
Also, quick question: with that 11 perception, did Torin perhaps take note of the fact that Leroy's parachute was fixed?
You wouldn't have noticed. You were preoccupied with like drawing the final image on the bottle that you didn't really notice Nico's taking the chute forward.
Sneaky hoplite.
Sneaky. The one time
I
he-
wasn't trying to hide it at all.
The occasional snore emanates from his head.
Is that a real snore or is he faking it?
Why don't you find out? Touch his hat. Find out, motherfucker. Touch my hat.
Is it
Insight
real?
or perception?
Roll. Give me an insight roll. We'll have Leroy tell us if it seems real or fake. Ooh. Is it real or fake?
What's he
Leroy?
rolling? What's he rolling against?
DM me if it's real or fake, and I'll tell you what to roll.
Or what not to roll.
Ooh, let's see. You know what? Perception, Leroy. Yeah, you go to look, Peter. He seems to be snoozing and fully asleep.
You don't see nothing. You lift your hat and you see nothing. You don't. Pulling John Cena. You don't see nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at you the whole flight.
Fucking creep. Fucking weirdo, man of the cloth, pervert.
So, Alexander, how's the magic doing? Okay, I see you sleeping.
Alexander.
Well, you people.
He's asleep. Okay.
He's sleeping, so
Yeah.
I guess
you'd have to wake him up to talk to him.
No, that'd be rude.
He's under his big
He
old
was
hat
able
that's
to
like an
affect
umbrella.
Leroy earlier, so I'm assuming it's working fine now.
Oh, he did great. Oh, that's good to know. For 2 reasons. Well, he should be there soon. I'm not quite sure what to expect. I did take some time to learn a language. My accent is very, well, not good, given the fact that my voice is the antithesis to how the fairies sound, but I can, in theory, interpret and try to speak.
Before we go on, you need to make an effort to not try and antagonize Leroy if we're all going to be going into the Fey Realm. I don't know what set him off right now, but I'm not sure if we can take him with us, to be honest.
Name one time I have antagonized and not simply retaliated.
Not antagonize. Try not to escalate.
Don't engage. Just rise
That
above
would
it.
be a better word.
Be the better man. The better kobold.
I don't know, that sounds kind of pretentious. I mean, I'll try, but I don't like the way you're putting it. I shouldn't have to put up with that. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna try and have another talk with him when we land. If he doesn't relax more about whatever he has going on, we're gonna have to leave him behind when we go into the Fey Realm. It's just gonna be too dangerous.
I'm employed to agree. I'm worried, if I'm being honest, I'm worried I may kill him.
I'm worried he may try and kill you.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
Or
worried I may
me,
kill him.
or anyone else.
I'm not worried about myself, I'm worried about him. I could kill him easily at any moment.
Alexander's gonna shift a little bit.
No, Grandma, I don't want any more pie.
Demons have grandmas.
Can I roll insight?
Maybe?
You can roll insight.
You were on the whip with that.
You are unaware of demonology and the family structure, but you're pretty sure lesser, without being offensive, lesser creatures of stature and position like himself within the Hells don't really have a family unit, so more like they're spawned at a certain time, and where he's getting Grandma from, you're not sure, but maybe his time on Earth has kind of influenced, at least an idea of what it would be like.
I suppose it is a dream.
Huh. So you said you can speak the language. Were you able to find out any more information from the books?
Tor?
He's dead,
Right.
Jim.
Wait, what?
They
What
can-
did Thorn find out?
I was asking, since you can speak Sylvan now, did you get anything else from the books? Any information at all?
Given I didn't bring the books with me, no.
Did you find a copy of the Book of the Fae?
I did not.
DM, I didn't, right?
You did not.
Given I can now read,
Name of language. Name of language is I
Sylvan?
wrote it down.
Sylvan.
Thank you. Yes.
Given I can read Sylvan, albeit archaically, I could in theory read it if we found it.
Well, that'd be
That would be
handy.
Before we go in, I'd like to speak with the Knights of the Southern Vale and see if they have a copy or something similar. I
Or
want to
just-
go into this as knowing as much as we possibly can about it.
I agree. I don't want to go in blind.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in our abilities.
I don't want to get too confident in our abilities. Right, Nikos?
Uh-huh. Always be wary of hubris, Torin.
What do you mean I don't have a grandma?
I see it's coming to him now.
God
Let's
damn
hope it
that almost
doesn't
made me
turn into a
spit up my
nightmare.
drink. You bitch.
As you guys eventually swing around and start descending towards the very swampy and green Everglades of Florida, it's bright and early, and you're hitting about 9, 10 o'clock. The sun's shining, it's hazy. As the plane starts to descend down, you guys can see in particular, who would be sitting near a window at the moment and awake?
Probably Torn at this point.
Thorn and
Oh
anyone
no, is
else?
Leroy sitting across from a window? Because I'm sitting directly across from him.
I would say if you're at one of the bench seats, yeah, you're definitely nearby a window. So yeah, the two of you give me a perception roll, please.
Not shit.
Yep, you're distracted.
Dude, that's my third crit fail on perception this
Yeah.
evening.
Oh man. Peter, you're kind of sitting there leaning forward, and you're able to look out the window in the corner of your eye. As you're descending down, you can see out towards the haze, towards a very large swath of very swampy and just wet territory. Swampy.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, DM, but please stop saying descending down.
Descending.
Descending down.
Descending down.
Stay down.
You know how I do.
You're
Tender loving.
descending at the downward
You
spiral.
know how I mean? It's tender loving DLC. You're descending down. I love to mix little things like that. It's fun.
That's the falling down we have at home, but made in China.
Yeah. As you guys are starting to make descend in altitude towards the airfield, you're able to look out and way out in the swamps and patterns, past some of the mist and very low-hanging clouds. You're able to see what looks like a purple and pinkish, almost kind of fissure, almost like a tear. It has to be 50, 60 feet tall, just kind of spreads open, almost like something drew a knife through the air a couple miles away and ripped like the very air and mist itself open. And through it is just, for a few moments, a very bright pinkish purple light and a couple rapid flashes of very pink kind of energy. Almost like small explosions, almost like flak going off in front of it at the tree line level. Before
take a
the
picture of it.
You won't have the time to take a picture as the fissure rapidly slams closed once again with another kind of yellowish flash. And then a moment later, another puff, puff, puff underneath the tree canopy. And then one final kind of purplish. And then the fog settles again and it goes back to unchanged, untouched.
Say Alexander
then.
will wake up around this time.
Yeah, you're able to start stirring awake a little bit, kind of raise your hat. It feels a little bit muggier.
Looks like we're in for it.
And for what?
There was a tear in the veil outside the window.
Well, yeah, that's what we're here for, right?
It's still something to see.
I can't see it.
What did it look like?
Rubbing his glasses.
I'll give the description Knox gave.
Sounds a little concerning.
Would I know anything about that, DM?
You would have no idea. The Fey Realm is not of the Hells.
Would I know, having read books?
You read some books on the Fey Realm. Give me history.
Book.
Yeah, you remember from some of your reading, the various fissures, when they open up, are almost like tears in time and reality. Almost like the reason it got the nickname the Veil is it operates almost exactly like a actual sheet of cloth when you should break the barrier between the two realms.
Well, I mean, if anything, I'd have to garner that that's bits of the Fey realm breaching into ours. Who knows what that could do to the local climate? I mean, it's probably not best that it stays open.
You hear a little shout from the front, and then the shout cuts off halfway, and you hear a quick little bloop. Forgot we installed this. We are coming in for a landing now. Please make yourselves comfy, get seated, put on your seatbelts if they are available, and we'll be touching down here shortly at the... What's the name of this? Is this the name of the airfield? Why would they have an airfield? At the Levencroft and Company Fur and Trade Center here in cozy Clearwater, Florida. Click. And you guys descend down real
You
nice.
fool! This is by Tampa, not Miami.
Florida, also known as Death's Waiting Room, apparently.
If you guys make your way down, the plane touches down eventually, nice and gentle like, and you're able to eventually come to a stop. Two guys come running out, throw chocks under the wheels, and kind of look over to the pilot. You can hear the pilot yelling out the window as he opens it and starts to talk back down to him and let him know. As they turn about and start running back towards the one single hangar to go open the door, and you hear the front door to the cockpit open up, and he kind of looks back and shouts out for you guys. All right, lads. Welcome to Clearwater. It's muggy. It's humid. We'll have your gear unloaded in front of the hangar here shortly. Looks like they provided us a little shed to hang out in until we get everything unloaded for you. Then you'll be able to be on your way. We've been informed you're going to be provided some transport. I believe Confederate Army or some branch of such will be coming to greet you and give you your briefing before they take you to the site.
Well, thanks for the smooth flight.
Happy to provide. Feel free to make your way off. Once you're all disembarked, we'll be taxiing our way over and we'll have our gear unloaded for you.
Of course, try not to party too hard while we're gone.
Oh, we'll try that. And the little side door will open up and you guys will have a chance to start disembarking.
Yeah, Torn's just gonna get his stuff and step on off. Take a breath.
You go ahead. I want to stay and talk to Leroy when he wakes up.
Thorn's
I'm outside with my little notebook, making like notes and little sketches.
Torrin's grabbing
Leroy
his
never
gear and
wakes up
walking
again.
down. Alexander, give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Oh, that's why I'm in spells. You're not going to find it in spells. There we go.
You see, Thorin, as you're walking down, Alexander's got his face down in one of his notepads that he's flipped up, and he's writing with a pencil. And you hear a little, like, kind of wet tear. Alexander, you just poke the end of your pencil through the slowly moistening pad and paper.
Ow. Humidity here must be insane.
I guarantee you it is.
There's a bit too much pressure.
Yeah.
Be more delicate.
Hachu and Nikos, you guys are able to disembark after them. Nikos, feels like the most glorious spa day ever. You are refreshed. You are double hydrated. The humidity is perfect. Could be nice to
You
be
have
a
never
little
lived
bit
in
cooler.
Florida.
He's a water ganassi. This is his prime. He's in his lane. He's moisturized.
I am a
He's
water
unbothered.
man.
Water man. Hachu,
I'm gonna call you Flubber.
this feels fucking great on you, man. It's nice and wet. You feel like you can get necky and just start crawling around. You're in your prime. You're in your closest to your like comfort zone that you've been in. And it just leaves Leroy laying back with his hat over his face, and Peter, you're sitting across from him.
I'm just getting stared at till I wake up.
Leroy, we're here. You can wake up.
Oh, I've been awake since we landed. I tilt my hat up and unbuckle and start grabbing my accoutrements, grab my gun, sling it over my shoulder, pack. I'm just kind of getting my shit together, and I'm not really saying anything. Peter, I know he's there. I know he's looking at me. I know he's got shit on his. I'm ignoring him without ignoring him, if that makes any sense.
I'm gonna hang out, blocking the exit. Make sure he has to talk to me. But I'm gonna let him gather his stuff.
I gather my stuff and I start walking forward, and I see him blocking my path. I'm like, I don't really want to do this. Just pause and look at him like, what?
Leroy, going into this, we need to work as a team. For whatever reason you don't like them, while we're here, everyone needs to be able to trust each other completely. Otherwise, we will all die.
Trust is a crazy thing. Saw a good bit of that back in DC. But for the sake of the mission, he keeps his hands off me. No matter what I say, he keeps his hands off me. We don't have any problems whatsoever.
You also need to stop. You also need to stop antagonizing him.
I have no idea what you're referring to. I spoke my mind at the end of that briefing, and I got.
It's not just then. You've been building up to that for almost the whole time we've known you. It's been getting more and more aggressive, like you're constantly trying to bait him into attacking you.
Let me tell you something, Father. I am who I am. And I'm sorry that that's just it. I am who I am. I will speak my mind. And if there are consequences, so be it. But you're right. It should not have gotten as far as it did. But I never truly thought that it would go that far, and it will not go that far again. Of that, you have my word.
Thank you.
That's a very double-edged sword. I mean, just Walbrook here. That's a very double-edged promise. I hope you understand.
Now, if you do feel like it will get that far again, before we go into the Fey realm, you can just leave. You don't have to follow us in.
Like I said, I made a promise. I'm making a promise to you now. Keeps his hands off me. I keep my hands off him. If he reacts, it's between us. And don't you ever get involved, you and none of the others.
I'm not going to let you kill each other.
That's up to him.
It's up to you,
I've
too.
never tried to kill him before now. But as long as we're in the Fey realm, I will not try to kill him. You have my word. Can we go now?
You're going to have to talk to him in a civil manner about this.
Sure. But that's not for you to decide when.
It needs to happen before we go into the Fey realm.
I'm gonna kind of smile a little bit and eyes will twinkle. There's no warmth in that twinkle. You don't get to decide that. That's between me and him. I gave you the promise I can give you.
If you're not going to speak with him before we go in, then you're not going to come in with us. It's too dangerous for us to risk you two flaring up at each other for any reason. You need to either talk things through together, or you're going to have to walk away.
I gave you my word, sir. If my word means nothing to you, then no, I don't need to be going with you. And I kind of let my pack drop to the ground and I just stare at him. As a priest, you should know the meaning of a man's word.
And I know that many people very often fail to live up to their word.
And Leroy's going to stay on the plane because he gave his word and he's not backing down from it.
I'll call out to the pilots and I'll say, if he wants to go anywhere, take him. And I'll disembark.
Kind of looks back, looks to the co-pilot, gives you a nice brisk nod, and they'll go back to doing their checks. Yeah, Peter, you go walking down the stairs to the other four of the party who are standing by. You guys got your gear, got your ready packs on you. As the plane starts to taxi forward with the ramp going halfway back up, and it'll taxi on over to the front of the hangar, come to a full stop, and engines will start powering down. The pilots will walk past you, Leroy, and start unloading some of the extra gear and kit out of the back. As
I'm
you
gonna
guys
take the
will
opportunity
be
to clean my weapons.
Alright. You'll be able to do that as they're kind of walking to and fro past you, and open up the backside to bring out some of the extra cargo and boxes of food and rations and some of the additional gear that you guys would normally take with you. As the five of you are over to walk over towards what kind of looks like a small single window, single door kind of brick shack, almost like a small brick house of sorts that seems to be used for like standby and things of that sort for this little bitty airfield. Airfield seems almost more fit for like crop dusters than anything else. Just a small readiness one. And after a little while, you guys will realize probably got a little bit before like your transport actually fully arrives. So you'll be able to drop your gear and you'll see all the rest of your gear brought over by the pilots and the 2 guys that are manning the airfield. They start stacking it up. You got a nice little, about truck bed worth of overall kit to give you about a week or so of food, rations, all that you would need. Spare ammo, a couple crates of bullets, or tins of bullets. And, excuse me, eventually the 2 of them make their way back over to the hangar with the other 2 airfield crewmen. And they turn the plane around and we'll back it on into the hangar halfway and start throwing the tarp over it since they expect to be there for a little while. The co-pilot will walk over to you, Leroy, as you're still sitting in the back of the plane. Well, sir, we've been given order to take you where you should wish. Anywhere you wish to go. We could probably get going after refueling and maybe in the next couple hours.
I look at the pilot while starting to break down my rifle, and instead I ask him, "So have you've been to the States much?"
Our pilot has. Me personally, this is my first time. It's rather wet so far, but
Would you
very
like a
pleasant.
taste of Southern cuisine, sir? I have my grandmother's Brunswick stew that I could whip up for you while we wait for the rest of the party to do what they need to do. Assuming you've got nowhere else to be.
We got nowhere to be. We were planning on dropping down here for at least a couple days, at least according to the briefing. So, by all means, if you're willing, I'd be more than happy.
Brunswick stew and cornbread out of the skillet. Fix you up mighty nice, sir. Put some meat on those bones.
Well, I do appreciate it, sir. And you'll kind of go back up to prepping what he needs to. The 5 of you chilling outside by your crates. The humidity's starting to set in again. It's pretty wet here. The sun almost has a grayish tinge to it just from the raw kind of humidity in the air. And after a little while, you do hear a little bit of a rumble. And driving down a road that kind of eventually passes some trees, turns inwards, follows a little path that runs parallel to the airstrip, comes to a slow stop, is a kind of gray-green, kind of olive drab painted, essentially looks like a truck in the front, but it's got a set of tracks in the rear. Not the M3 half-track, but it looks kind of like an M2 half-track. And it has a nice, in flat, subdued gray and black trim, stars and bars on the side of it. As you see the driver and co-driver kind of lean up and props his arms in the side. Howdy there. You Wonders Company?
Ah,
Ah, very good. Lieutenant Monroe, here to cart you on down to where you're supposed to go. So fish are opening over in the little tear zone, we like to call it. I'm assuming that's all your equipment we need to bring.
ah.
Sure is.
We'll get to load that up here for you. Anything else you need us to bring along or catch along for you?
Yeah, one moment. Peter, is Leroy staying behind?
He's staying behind.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
At this time, at least, I don't think he's going to function as a member of the team.
You're not leaving him with our plane.
I told them if he wanted to go anywhere to just take him.
Yeah, we're not getting that plane back. You know, that just... This is ridiculous. I'm going over there. Just stay here. I'll be back.
Just let him cool off alone for some time.
No. No, we need to figure this out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch him just walk back to the plane and go, well, this is going swimmingly.
Yeah, Torrent's gonna go to the plane.
All
I
right.
cast Bless on Torin as he's walking away.
All right. Yeah, you feel blessing come over you. As you walk on over the plane, the lieutenant pauses for a moment, kind of looking between the four of you, and then slowly starts moving again. Like, he can kind of detect the air, and he just kind of keeps his head down as he starts grabbing some of the crates. Will flag the driver over, who will start helping. They're wearing your typical interwar kind of U.S. style OD greens, but theirs has a slight gray-green color to it. Their kind of doughboy helmets have slightly shorter brims than normal, and you can see a inlaid kind of subdued color gray and black stars and bars on the side of it, just like on the side of the half track. As they start grabbing the crates and weapons and extra machine gun bag and food and rations and loading it up and strapping it down in the back bay. It'll take them a little while the other four of you just kind of watch Torn start walking his way to the plane. Yeah, Torn, you approach over to the plane. You see the pilot and the other two standing up on the wings, kind of putting a tarp over the cockpit glass and kind of covering it for the moment, tying it down. And you see the co-pilot standing in the doorway a little bit, kind of fiddling with his pipe a little. And he seems to be looking into the plane, just possibly looking to Leroy, who seems to be prepping some cooking. Oh, Mr. Levencraft, you forget to grab something?
Yeah, no, I'm wondering why Leroy is not coming with us, actually.
I was questioning the same thing, but he said he was making some food, so... he kind of steps off to the side.
Yeah, Torn's gonna go up the steps and probably stop just in the doorway and look at what. I'll just look.
As you step in, Leroy's kind of prepping some food and getting some various accoutrements ready for some cooking.
Just kind of humming to myself some old country song.
What are you doing?
Kind of pause when I hear his scratchy little animal voice, and pause for a second, and kind of my head dips a little bit, like I'm almost shaking my head, and I go back to stirring the pot in a different way.
In a different way.
And another one.
Are you not coming with us?
A man's word is not worth anything, apparently, so no, I will not be coming home.
I feel like I'm missing something.
I swore, I swore, and as I say this, I turn to look at the kobold, and there's no warmth, there's no, it's a very dispassionate gaze. I swore that while we were in the Fey realm together, I would not attempt to kill you. That does not hold out here, does not hold when we come out of there, assuming we come out of there. But I swore as long as we were on that mission realm, I would not try to kill you. And he said we needed to talk it out anyway. I said it was not up to him. I wasn't going to force you. You weren't going to force me. We had enough respect for each other, regardless of how we might each other, to not force the issue. But apparently my word is not worth anything. Cloth. Don't see why he looked down on me anyway. Men in the cloth have a reputation.
Do we have respect for each other?
I did. Till you put your hands on me. And that must be answered for at some point.
You earned it.
I spoke my mind. Didn't think it would come to that.
Why didn't you? I asked you. I implored everybody to listen to me because I knew something that you didn't.
I never heard you.
You never communicated that.
I'm not superhuman. All things considered, I'm still very much a human. I do not have your animal hearing. I do not have your animal sense of smell. I am limited in my sensory capabilities.
Okay. So you're upset.
You lay your hands on me like that again, I swear to God, before you now, you will die, even if that means I have to die too.
Leroy, I don't want to be on the nose with this, but I'm fully capable of killing you, of harming you greatly. And the same does not necessarily extend you to me.
Leroy's just kind of smile a little bit and just not reply.
And I don't understand why you insist on continuing to antagonize me.
Can you not guess?
No, I
little friend?
can't. Spell it out.
Of what nation do I hail from, sir?
This one.
And you are aware of our history.
Clearly. I have read a book or two.
Then you should know. You should know that I consider myself superior to you. That I consider you beneath me. It's not just because you're short. It's because you got a tail. You got little horns. You look nothing like me. Don't consider you anything like. Same goes for any of the others. The only reason I give Hachu a pass is because he hails from the same nation. It's about all he gets.
Well, that's it's kind of naive, don't you think? I mean,
I don't give a damn what you think. But I gave my word so long as we were on a mission.
Apparently, you do give a damn what I think. You want to know why? Because you're upset over the fact that I laid you out on the floor in that room. You're mad at me because I bested you in that moment. And that conflicts with your world views, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
It's going to elicit a bit of a sneer.
Get over it! You're not the best in the world. I'm not the best in the world. What's the difference between me? What's the difference between somebody with more money than you? There's not many, but I know they exist. Do they bug you too?
I gave my word to the priest. I'm dodging the subject at this point. I kind of lean over the pot, looking at it, seeing whether it's bubbling yet.
So that's the way.
If you shut your little trap and let me talk, we'll get to the point. I gave my word to the priest that I wouldn't touch you while we were on this mission, while we were in the realm. He wouldn't take me at my word. I'm offering that same word to you. Will you take it? Take me with you? Because apparently you need me. You are the trump card on this.
I am hesitant. After the thing with the parachutes, I don't understand what you're trying to do, or why you're even here after this. You left and then you came back with this vengeance directed towards seemingly me. Yeah, I'll take your word. But if you put me, or if you put any of the others in danger while we're there, I will not hesitate to kill you. And I will kill you. You do know that, right?
There would be a hard smile on Leroy's face. And he'll nod. He won't shake your hand. He won't touch you. But he will nod in a confirmation. At least we know each other now.
And you're gonna have to work to get over those hurdles because clearly you're having a conflict of interest with your worldviews. That's something you're gonna have to work out on your own. But in the meantime, put that shit away and get your shit. We have something to do. I'll see you over there.
There'll be
He's
a
gonna
hard
turn around and
chuckle.
leave.
There'll be a hard chuckle behind his back and a muttering about character reformation to the man of the cloth, if he can actually succeed in that.
Yeah, Torrance is gonna walk away.
You're able to walk back
And
over.
Leroy's
towards
gonna apologize to the pilot. Say, Alan, let me get back to you about that Brunswick stew. Apparently, the mighty Leroy Copeland is in need.
Co-pilot leaning there, having kind of overheard and watched a little bit of it, just kind of looks to Torrin as he's going down the steps back to you. Yeah, I don't mind at all. And he kind of gives an awkward, like, puts the pipe in his mouth and kind of looks to the side for a moment. Will turn and walk towards the back cargo area for a moment.
Fucking food, goddammit! I'm fucking hungry. Shit, fuck.
And you could have, if you had let me stay on the plane, you could have had cornbread when you got back. They're not biscuits, but it's
laced with arsenic, I'm sure.
You shut the fuck up.
You're able to start bagging up your kit and food and various items with your cooking kit, pop it on your back, and eventually deboard the plane and start making your way over where you see the other five. Around this time, Torrin, as you walk back towards the rest of the party, the lieutenant and the corporal have pretty much stacked the last crate into the back of the half-track and start climbing up into the driver and passenger seat. Excuse me. And Lieutenant kind of leans up over the side of the armor plating again. It's not the most comfortable ride, but we'll be able to get you there pretty quickly. I do apologize, it is metal and cloth, so might have to be comfortable with bench seats.
It is what it is. Wait up one sec. Peter, Leroy is coming with us.
Were you able to talk to him?
I spoke with him. Yes, he's coming with us.
Do you trust him, and do you trust yourself?
I said he's coming with us.
Hey, he's gonna turn away.
Torrin, I'll say what I said to him. It's important that we are all entirely confident in each other when we're there.
I'm just gonna walk past Peter and go, "You talk too much, priest."
Let me put it this way. You could say I trust him. As in, I trust that I know what he believes in. Get in the damn truck.
Alright. I'll mount up.
Torrin is hands down my favorite character of this entire series.
Nikos and Hachu, you guys born
Yep,
as well?
I'm in.
Yep.
And Alexander?
I am still kind of getting a quick like little diagrams of local plants and stuff.
Yeah, you're
Kind of
doing
just-
some sketches and you're realizing the best way to do it on slightly wet paper is that like side of the pencil like dragging rather than actually using the point, which seems to kind of tear the paper a little.
Look, it's moist here. You gotta use a little bit less pressure, okay? It's not hell. It's not like hell. There's humidity. Paper doesn't like it up here.
Right now, I feel like I'm sopping wet right now, almost like it's raining or something.
Kinda is, in a way.
On like a microscopic level, almost. I can see that. It's kind of very strange.
I've heard it's great for skin.
Until you get trench foot.
Kind of looks at his fur, sees how like thick it is. Like, honestly, I still haven't even seen what my skin looks like. I've never been able to. He kind of parts his fur, looking at his arm. He's like, nope, it's pretty thick.
Maybe you don't have skin. Maybe you are all fur.
all the way down.
One
Like
giant
some sort of, like some sort of teddy bear? That doesn't make any sense. Then how would I have a mouth? As I sort of lift, like unbutton the top collar and like go, ah, sticking his tongue out.
Truly, especially in the post-calamity times, this world is full of mysteries. Was your mother a cat by any chance?
Honestly, we don't even have family systems, so I wouldn't even know. Buttons his collar back up and starts making his way to the rest of the group.
You're able to clamber your way on in, and everybody to different extents and variations with your kit kind of between your legs or your rifle kind of propped up or what various weapons you got. You guys look like a very odd mix of a rifle squad piled in the back of a half-track on the booth seats. Hachu especially, who's having to like triple coil over himself and kind of sit on himself more than on the bench. But eventually the half-track putters up, starts turning and driving, and starts making its way down along parallel, and eventually they turn out. There's a very short kind of quasi-barbed wire kind of coiled fence running along the perimeter of it. We bypass around that, hit the dirt road with a little bit of a bump. The tracks ride it nice and smoothly, and you get that nice loud tractor engine just ding, 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 ding as you guys are sitting above the tracks. It's not the smoothest ride, but it's moving along. As you guys are catching some of the kind of cold, wet wind that sweeps over the top of the driver's cabin and down into you guys, so your right side or left side's kind of getting wet blasted by a cool breeze, but the driver and co-driver are sitting there looking through the little slots on the front. Eventually you see one of them prop the window open with the bar to get a better view of the road. And you guys will be driving along for a good couple minutes before, as you're just kind of riding, you hear a little, kind of a scuttle. And then the half-track comes to a slow braking sound, and then the tracks lock up and it scoots, and you guys come to a nice, quick, heavy, violent sort of mud scooting stop.
That brake's a bit tacky, good lord. Why?
Apologies. Hi, who are you? And I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
I thought you were going to say initiative, but that's probably what you're going to say next.
Keep on.
16, 12, 10, 10, a 22. Ooh, baby.
Damn.
Alexander climbs up on the pile of equipment we have.
Yeah.
That looks like a thing.
It is a thing indeed.
You can't quite make it out, Nikos. You just see someone on horseback. You as well, Peter. You see someone on horseback in the center of the road up ahead. Leroy, it looks like a really young, all-white, kind of cowboy duds looking fellow. Torn, and especially you, Alexander, there's a very blonde, blue-eyed, chisel-chinned, smooth, very handsome, tall-sitting cowboy, all white pants, white jacket over a white shirt, almost glowing in the humidity, a white hat with a brown band on it, 2 pistol holsters on either hip, nice golden shiny spurs, sitting on an all-white horse with a blonde mane, looking very triumphant out in front of you guys.
It's the Rhinestone Cowboy.
What the heck? You know,
Leroy Copeland! Leroy Copeland!
Leroy.
Come on out with your hands high!
This is an interesting twist.
Maybe he should have stayed with the plane.
Leroy Copeland, I know you're in there.
Did you ever piss off a cowboy in white?
Arden, who are you?
Yeah,
You can call me Andy Copeland. I'm here for the head of Leroy Copeland.
Oh, it's
Why?
a bounty.
The Knights of the Golden Order wish for him, and I'm here to deliver.
Like hell you
Why?
are. If anyone takes his head, I'm taking it. It's mine. It's not yours.
I cast a wall of fire around him.
What? No, wait. Wait.
Wait.
Are you guys gonna try to stop him as he reaches
No,
out?
I cast a wall of fire around him.
I don't think we're gonna have time.
Torin is gonna try to stop.
Yeah.
Just,
No, wait, I'm not that
A
antagonizing.
wall of fire flashes up around him. I need you to roll me a charisma save, Alexander.
Okay.
Look, he just
I
rode
gotta
out
go
of
back
this
to my core.
in white clothes. It's muddy here. How did he keep him clean? This guy's something weird.
You reach out and the flames rise up for half a moment as the horse stomps one of its hoofs down and the flames poof outwards and go out. And he kind of tips the front of his hat. Ah, so it's gonna be one of those kinds of bounties, is it?
No, wait, hold up. He's new.
He
doesn't
reaches
quite know
his
that.
hand towards his right holster, grabs, pulls forward, and he is holding 2 fingers and his thumb up, pointing it towards you. Reach for the sky.
Oh my god, one of these guys?
You should dock.
I'm gonna do another freaking firewall.
He flicks his thumb down. Charisma save, Alexander.
Back to 4.
Alright,
Are you serious?
so
Alexander, you take 2 psychic damage as you guys see almost like a spoken word just smacks him right in the forehead and knocks you back on the crate a little bit as he reaches in and pulls finger guns out of the other holster, now going akimbo on you and starting to ride forward. And we will pause the session there.
Hold on. Before you do that.
hey, if we could all stay up, that would be great.
We'll get to Hellish Rebuke at the start of next session.
Sounds good.
As we introduce Andy Coltland, renowned gunslinger.
Hey, if we could all keep going, that would be great.
Would you
Yeah, I
guys
got
like to
nothing
keep
going
going
on.
for the conflict?
I got
or
nothing going on.
How you feel?
I don't think we can.
The airplane put down at the airstrip on a cold and gloomy day, and the 6 aboard all knew their homes were very far away. The strife that gripped the forest all around them was their plight. They knew that something out there wasn't right. There were creatures in the bush, and there were soldiers in the woods. There were zealots in the ruins. There was magic that's no good. Grenades were used aplenty, guns and swords brought in, and death. When it finished, only 5 or 6 were left. On the flight back to their quarters, the new place to be their home, the dangers of their future had been surely set in stone. The content of their briefing brought their purpose into light. These 5 strangers had been brought into the fight. There are stories of the Kobold, of Wilhelm Schwartz and Father Peter too. There are tales of the Hoplite, of Leroy Copeland and Hatshu. And while the details of their past and trials were never meant to spawn, the deeds of wondrous company will live on. Yes, the deeds of wondrous company will live on. Yes, the deeds of wondrous company will live on.